青くれう月がかじかむ森を照らし出す。そこに遥か秘められた誰も知らない舞台があるの。列なして吐ける煙とくゆた冷たい舞台裏から駆け出せば鮮やかな光に出会った恋をして知らないあなたとワルツを踊りたい。誰もがみんな見とれるようなそれは素敵な結末があるの。明かり灯すコルセットの夜闇と影にとらわれていた。明かり灯すあまたのささやきがほら名前を呼んでいる。明かり灯すスパンコールのドレスと上がる息はまばゆくけれどもどうだ私の演技はどこか正しくないようだ。仮面の男がグラスを手に笑う。私は舞台を転げ回る。さあ飛べ前へ体をじらせてねじきで引き裂かれる。最高のショーだ恋がする。最高のショーだ恋がする。最高のショーだちぎれてく。最高の
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's feeling super good. I am live on Twitch.tv. Isn't that crazy? Whoa! What are the odds? Hi! I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's had a good day. I'm excited. I'm very excited to get back into streaming. Realsies streaming. Last stream was it was a stream by definition. I was live performing on this website, but was it really a streamsies? Was it really a streamsies? I don't think so. And I think that if I talk to the leading experts, that they would say, Sophie, baby, that was not a real stream because you didn't even play any video games. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be playing Half-Life Mmod, which is something I've been very excited about. A little bit of background on Mmod. Half-Life 2 had an Mmod mod created for it ages and million years ago. So long ago. I have to actually, hang on. Half-Life 2 Mmod. Let me go see when this actually came out. This is an older mod. This came out, what the fuck, 2018? Okay, maybe it's not that old. That's got to be wrong. That's got to be like the full launch, and maybe it was early access before that. Anyways, point is, Mmod for Half-Life 2 was a combat overhaul. It had a bunch of stuff. It was basically just trying to modernize the combat and add a little bit to the arsenal. I don't remember everything it did because I didn't really play it because I was not a big fan of Half-Life 2 Mmod. I think it's fine. Like, it's cool. It's very cool. It's a well done mod. But it's not my thing personally. It's just, I mean, I don't really like source engine. How do I phrase this? I don't like Half-Life 2's combat specifically. Super a lot, and Mmod doesn't change enough for me for that to change my mind. However, I do like Half-Life 1's combat quite a bit, and it got its own Mmod release literally while I was in the hospital, or like a couple days before I was in the hospital. And I'm very excited. So yeah, just like Half-Life 2, Mmod for this is going to give us more weapons, I assume, and perhaps more ways to use these weapons. I don't know all the details. I haven't tried this. I'm very excited though. I've been putting it off to play it on stream because like what else am I gonna do? It's got to be done. I'm gonna go ahead and just boot it right up, as I tend to do. As one does with a video game. All right, let's see. Is this gonna play well with OBS? Probably should. I think Half-Life doesn't tend to give me too many problems. No. Actually, wait, no, hang on. That was my fault. Now is it gonna play well with OBS? Yeah, it is. So right off the bat, every chapter is just listed in the menu, which I appreciate significantly, but it's also very funny because Half-Life 1 doesn't have a chapter select. And so they just listed all of them individually. I love it. Let's go to the options. Let's see what this has to do. Also, this is like loud, right? Am I crazy? This is loud? It doesn't look loud on OBS. Maybe my headphones are just loud. Oh, they are. Oh, my headphones are just loud. This is a little loud, but it's fine. I'll get used to it. Let's take a look at the settings. Good. We've got my base Half-Life settings are all enabled. Make sure I don't have like. Hang on, where's my jump button? Is my jump a spacebar? Is my jump a mouse wheel? I gotta know. Okay, it's good. I think we're good. Wow, there's a whole Mmod settings menu. I don't know what we should turn on. Game difficulty is easy. We're changing that right off the bat. You know what? We're gonna go hard, actually. I don't play Half-Life on hard very often, because I respect myself. No, enemies just get very spongy in Half-Life 1. A lot of people will like insist that it's the best way to play the game. It's fine if you enjoy it, but I certainly do not agree with that statement. I think they're too spongy. Y'all know me. I'm a glass cannon gamer. Is camera view roll the weird wavy camera? It's the gold source engine. Like if you strafe, the camera goes left and right. I'm keeping it on because I know it makes some people sick, so I guess I'll turn it off. But I am going to turn on camera animations because I want to know what that's about. Jump, land, jolt. No clue what that is. We gotta. Oh, you can change the roll angle. Actually, that's interesting. So if I didn't like the camera roll, I could change it. FOV is 110 by default. We're gonna go down to 106, which I guess suggests for 16:9. That's insane to me. Like I like high FOV, but that's a lot. Detail textures, I guess, sure. Texture filtering, classic. Oh, it's unfiltered by default. I'll allow it. But Half-Life 1 is a game where I insist on texture filtering because it was on in the promotional material, which to me means that it is the canon experience. It is the intended Valve experience. It is on in my physical copy I have on my mantle. It's in the menus. Not in the menus. It's in the manual of that thing. But I'll keep it because you know what? This is a mod. We gotta change stuff. Weapon inertia, cool. Light effects, performance intensive light effects specifically. First person legs, projectile, but ew. I'm probably gonna end up turning that off. Death effect, fancy crossbow scope. extra HEV voice lines and messages. That's fun. And we're not turning on fade corpses because I, like I said briefly a second ago, I respect myself. So I'm excited. If y'all have seen me play Brutal Half-Life, I played that quite a bit ago, I think now. That was a mod that was, it was supposed to take like kind of the sort of like, it was like Brutal Doom, but for Half-Life. By the way, don't play Brutal Doom. It sucks. It's like terrible, but but Brutal Half-Life I actually really liked because it was just very technically impressive, and it was the issue with Brutal Doom is it's the same thing that I have. It's the same issue I have with Black Mesa, in that a lot of people insist on using that to play instead of the original experience, which is not great for like any classic game, right? Playing Brutal Doom instead of regular Doom, which is what I did when I first started, is a totally different experience. Brutal Half-Life thankfully doesn't have that sort of mood behind it, but Black Mesa does, which is why I get grumpy. But this is probably going to feel a little bit similar to the Brutal Half-Life playthrough. I'm not going to be as picky and critical as I am with Black Mesa, perhaps hypocritically, but that's because, again, nobody's telling. Actually, I was going to say nobody's saying to play this instead of the original Half-Life. But here's the thing: is I was looking up screenshots to use for the thumbnail today, and I did see an article that said, "Oh fuck, I have 2 alert boxes. Shit, hang on, I gotta fix that. Hang on. Get rid of the old alert box. Boom, it's gone. Oopsies. Anyways, I did see an article that was like, "Ooh, Half-Life fans are saying Mmod is the definitive way to play," and it's like, fucking nobody said that. Nobody in the world has said that. Let's just jump in. We're gonna skip chapter 1 because it's just the tram ride, and they've given me the option, and goddamn, I'm gonna take it. We're in, baby. I like to jump into anomalous materials. I like to go through that is loud. No, that is very loud. Is that loud for y'all? It is super loud. It's so loud. That's really fucking loud. Here, turn that shit down. That's a little quiet now, but I'll just a little bit. Whoa! What? Oh, I'm gonna puke. Oh God. Oh, I'm gonna puke. Oh God. That's like actually nauseating. Real quick. FPS max is at 100, okay? This isn't just roll camera as a piece of man. No, I'm okay with roll camera. This is fine, because I grew up with this. Actually, this is a different roll camera. This is not the way the gold source roll camera works. Wait, what the fuck?
Minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files.
Who the hell are you? You are not Barney Calhoun.
Down in the test chamber too, but I think that's all straightened out. They told me to make sure you headed down.
Can y'all hear this? This is quiet. Hang on. Oh, I cut him off.
Sorry, I'm on duty, Mr. Freeman.
Is that a different voice, or did they just pitch down Barney? I can't even tell. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if y'all can, like, tell, because I am physically playing this. This camera bob is fully different from the regular gold source one. I actually like the gold source camera. Oh God, I'm gonna puke. I gotta turn it off. Is that camera animations? No, what? But I turned off camera view roll. What the hell? Oh God. Why does this mod change characters? This mod changes a lot of stuff. Okay. What if I just set that to 1? That does nothing. Do I have to restart the game for this to work? What if I set this to 1 also? Ah! Okay, that worked. Oh my God. Okay, set this back to 300. What if I set this to 250? What happens then? This is really fun. Okay, so what? Oh, 0.6. Hang on. If I set it to 0 then. Okay. Now it's totally still, and say like this is good. Oh God, the jump is still like this. I'm gonna keep this on because this is I'm clothed. Oh, wild. I'm gonna keep this like puke-inducing jump because like that's new. The camera view roll here in this is just like different. Can I like have it a little bit? I don't mind a little bit. This is just not good. Okay, this is good. This is much better. See, this is just a little bit of turn. I'm into this. I'm okay with this. Oh, you know what? Also, the FOV... Well, we'll get guns, and then I'll really... I feel like the FOV is not 106. But also, I haven't played, like, any video games in a while.
Your voice.
What did you just say?
Don't you have your own job to be doing?
I do. Is that a new line? I don't know if I recognize that. Oh boy, what else is new? Oh god, I'm not used to the unfiltered textures. Whoa, sound effect for soda!
Raymond?
They got soda effects! That is a build engine ass sound effect. I would experience that playing fucking... Whoa. What the hell? Is this just what that looks like with unfiltered textures? Oh god, I'm not in Kansas anymore. No, these are different textures. No, these are 100% different textures. That's a Minecraft block. That's a Minecraft block. That is, the white one specifically, this is like 90% of texture packs, how they do birch trees in Minecraft. So these are not the default Minecraft, or sorry, Half-Life textures. So I guess unfiltered is definitely what I want to stick with. Nice glow effect. Ooh, animated too. Very classy. Oh, what did they do? This is AI upscaled, right? Like it's gotta be. There's like a... I think I know what they did. I think I know what this is doing. So fuck, what's it called? Unreal Engine, the original one. Unreal Engine 1. They did this thing where if you get really close to a surface, you see a detail texture. It actually layers a second texture over it, and it only fades in as you approach, and it's like way higher quality, and they do it to make it look like, oh, look at the realistic graphics back in like the 1800s when they couldn't render dirt. So I think what they're trying to do, I think they applied another texture as a detail texture, but it doesn't like fade in like Unreal Engine does. It's just there, I think. Either that, or I just don't have enough experience with unfiltered Half-Life textures. I don't mind. This is fun. Like, does it look better than the original? No. But this isn't supposed to. This is fun. Ooh, new HUD. Oh, new HUD. You guys can't see it. Oh, it's really kind of crisp, actually. I kind of like this. Hang on. Hey, move, Sophie. Move out of the way. Hang on. Look at this new HUD. It's so small, but that's because of Half-Life. That's a crisp little HUD. I like that. It's very similar to the Black Mesa one, but I like it. Why is everything made of felt? Yeah, that's the detail texture, for sure. For certain. All right, let's move. Wait, hang on. Oh, the little jump sound effect is funny. I'm gonna turn the sound up just a touch, too. Sorry, there's a lot of, like, tweaking here. The thing is, that is so much louder. That'll do. I'm a little Half-Life, creature, is the thing. I'm a little Half-Life, enjoyer, perhaps. And... I'm literally just having fun with this. I really am excited to play this, warts and all. Honestly, that's not even warts. It's just like different people's tastes. It's got a little bit of that like HD texture pack on an old game feel. You know what I'm talking about? These aren't updated. See, these are the original textures, 100%. It's got a little bit of that feel where like the mapping of the textures isn't as. Half-Life has bad sound balancing. the textures aren't like as well mapped, it looks like. In some places. Or it's just they're so high quality that you notice the problems with the UV mapping more. See, it's so much louder! Half-Life is just like this. This is actually just vanilla Half-Life's problem. This like sound mixing. Hello. Whoa, new animation! That's new. That's different. He looked. He leaned. Hey, there's only been one new NPC so far. We've only seen like the Barney. Are your glasses different? His glasses are different. Wait, that's the. His glasses are the HD model glasses. Oh, they're wide. They're too wide for his eyes. Those are the HD model glasses. Hang on. Can we switch to this? Oh, game restarted. Game rebooted. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. Let the game come back up. There we go. It did not enable the HD models at all. So, whoever made this mod is based and just removed them. Cool. His glasses don't even have eye textures on the lenses. Well, no, they don't. It's pretty fancy. I think they literally took the HD model glasses, which are 3D and transparent like that. I think they just pasted them on the LD model. LD. Listen to me. I sound like a freaking. I sound like a Redditor. You know those types of the specific genre of gamer who always uses the acronyms for everything they can possibly acronize. I hate that. I've always I am always doing my darndest to say the full name of things for acronyms. I not always, obviously. I'll say VOD instead of video on demand. I'm not gonna say video on demand every time. But I don't know. What are some examples? I can't think of anything off the top of my head. A lot of gamer terms. See, that's what I'm thinking, is that I don't need to hear it all because I'm a highly trained professional. I don't need to hear all these algorithms and fucking E equals MC squared to talk about how you're gonna do your raid and WoW. RTV. What is RTV? Ready to vote? Do you mean Wayne Radio TV, Radio TV Solutions? RTV to me is rock the vote. I said ready for it's rock the vote to me. HUD, GUI. See, no, those aren't the things I'm talking about, right? Those are technical terms. I mean more game, explicit game. What does HUD stand for? Something user display. Human user display. That's not heads up display. Duh, I knew that. It's heads up display, of course. FWIW instead of Fuku, but exactly like that. No, goblins, you get it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Shit I don't even know what FWIW stands for. For what it's worth, thank you, Duke. Stuff like that. BLJ, that's a good one. Bubby Batty. Yeah, I will always say backwards long jump instead of BLJ. That's what I'm talking about. Game strategies that are shortened to the acronym. I hate it. I hate it every time. Or calling ooh, the lighting is different. Calling games too by their acronyms. Instead of saying Half-Life 2, you say HL2. Or instead of saying Kingdom Hearts 2, you say KH2. I hate that shit. I hate it so much. It's fine if you're typing. If you are on a text-based format, absolutely go ham. It's less letters. If you're speaking out loud and you say KH2 to me, I'm gonna cut you in KH2. It's disrespectful. This is so weird. Looking at the game with these different textures. I swear to God, so here's the thing, right? The textures don't look different enough to be completely repainted or anything. They are so similar, but they are almost certainly not the original textures. I'm not even just talking about the texture filtering, right? If we turned on texture filtering, it would still look different than what Half-Life 1 looks like with texture filtering off. It is way higher, it's not even higher res. Look at the size of these pixels. There's just a film over everything. There's felt over everything. I think I'm onto something with... Oh, I can see it, actually. Okay, right here. Oh my God. Dude, there's no zoom button in Half-Life 1. Okay. Look at the size of this, almost black pixel right here, right? Now, I'm gonna look at, a flatter area. Right up against here. Look at how small some of the pixels get in here. See how a lot of those are real tiny, and they're also stretched vertically? So that is a stretched UV. So when a pixel is not perfectly square like that, that means that the texture artist pasted it on a... Whoa, this is super different. This looks bad. I've been trying to be kind about everything. This one looks bad. Anyways, they stretched the UV. Basically the texture is not made for the model, or other way around. The model's not made for the texture, and so they just pasted it on top, and the pixels get stretched vertically. It's just like when you take a video and you change the resolution to a place it's not supposed to be. But yeah, you can see that smaller pixels. That is the film. That is the detail texture that they did to try and make everything look higher quality. Which honestly, I don't hate it that much. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. This looks bad. This looks. I actually swear to God, I'm a little. Oh my God, no, I see it. This is a default Photoshop. Hang on. Wait. Hang on. I know how they did this. Hang on. I'm gonna recreate this because I know exactly what they did. I know exactly what they did to make this. I'm really excited about this. Because I've done this. And it doesn't look good. This is what you do when you're kind of lazy on a texture. Okay. Not that this one is as bad as some of my examples. This is like probably a better example of using what they did here, but I am going to show it. So let me pull up my Photoshop here. This is my Photoshop. Hang on. Let me get the full Photoshop. Hang on. Oh, it's because the last stream I changed this. Hang on. Reset transform. Let me just do this, and then I shrink it. And then I fit it to the corner, and I unshrink it, and I fit it again. Perfect. Okay, so this is the Zen Crystal from Half-Life. I just pulled it up, right? It's a WebP image. Let me pull into blending options. You go to, you can't really see because it's so small, because I have a 1440p monitor. This is, you go to specifically pattern overlay. Pattern overlay is what you want to go to. Then you open up patterns, and you go to trees. And it is specifically this one, I think. It is one of these. I think it's this one though. And then you just scale it down. Right around there-ish. It's not this specific one, but this is what they did. It's literally just this with an overlay over it. Like, let me go back to the game now. I'm going to show back to the game what they did. They just did grass. It's just grass. It's either grass or a zoomed in tree. Like a bunch of messed up tree stuff. Like, let me see if I can find, hang on, let me go to the grass tab and find it specifically, what they used. Okay, it's not, I don't think it's one of the default, actually it might be this one. Hang on, it actually might be this one. We make it, oh my God, is it this one? No, it's not. No, this one has more curves. Still though, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, they just changed, like obviously they've messed with the colors so it doesn't look as like garish as my version here, but you see what I'm saying? This is what they did. They just put leaves on it. They just took the raw texture and they just took a leaf like pattern and they just applied it on top. I swear to God. If by chance, no, I'm playful, thank you for the sub. If by chance the Half-Life 1 Mmod texture artist is watching this and they very, very much did not do this and I am seeing patterns where they aren't, I apologize. But I swear to God, that's what they did. It looks like pine or a fern, yeah. One of my emotes, you know the soon hell emote? Whoa, whoa. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I love me a good high resolution particle effect. Oh, that looked great. Oh, I love a good high res particle effect. Oh, game crash? No, that was weird. Okay, we might experience that. Anyways, the soon hell emote that y'all are posting, there is a big leaf on it because I specifically took that soon, like the regular soon emoji, and I just put every single filter I could on Photoshop, and then I saved it, rasterized it, and then did it again. I did it about 6 times, and the leaf is one of those filters. So if you take the zoomed in soon hell, you can see a little leaf on it. Hi guys, looking great. This is just completely unchanged. Whoa. Oh, the glowing eyes looks very good here. That is a good addition. I love it. Good as in like fun. Not good as in like I would play Half-Life this like normally always. But very fun. Ooh, I swear to God that zoomed in, like that loaded faster or something. Normally whenever this chapter loads, I always hold control as it's loading. So like, you know the intro to Black Mesa where you physically get up? I ever since I was about 13 and I played this game, I would hold control on the loading screen so I was crouched. And then like pretend I was looking around and uncrouch and then start moving. And then Black Mesa stole it from me. So basically, they owe me royalties. I love this fire sprite. It doesn't belong in Half-Life, I don't think. This is a very like, I mean, I said it before, kind of a build engine-ass fire sprite. A little too three-dimensional, but it still looks great. I love it. It's a very good retro fire effect is the thing. That's what this is nailing so far. Even if not everything looks amazing, they are doing a very good job at keeping the retro aesthetic. Even if it's not a Half-Life specific aesthetic. That's a lot of blood. I love it. Oh, I'm having fun. I'm having so much fun. The blood hands, that's sorry, not candy. That's vanilla. That texture is vanilla. This is different, eh? Who's this?
I never thought.
I didn't see a resonance cascade, let alone create one. Garden, you're alive. Thank God for that hazard suit. I'm afraid to move it. Oh, the phones are out.
I know he doesn't cut off there, but I swear to God he does. Ever since I was a kid. It sounds like he's going, I'm afraid to move and all the phones are out. But if you go and like look it up, it's not, I don't think it's cut off. It just sounds like that. Oh no, never mind. That's a vanilla. I thought they were using the HD head crab, and I was gonna start crying. They switched the Einstein model decliner. This is always this guy, I think. Wait. Oh no, wait. Wait. My head. Was it Einstein? I have to go Google this now. Oh god, the new Steam. Oh, I don't know how to use that. Okay, I'm going to regular Google Chrome. Hang on. I'm going to Google Chrome. I don't know how to use the new Steam. Shift tab. Hi. Oh, look at that Sierra logo. Here, we're gonna go look at the original game here. Oh, HD models. That's not good. Wait, they get the crowbar damn fast. There they are. Oh my god, it totally was a scientist. Or, they're all scientists. It totally was an Einstein. I think, like, because it is canon that that's supposed to be, like, a real Kleiner, I've just mentally auto-corrected it for my entire life. Can you come with me, please? You know, the mod page says they had AI tweaks, but apparently not enough. You haven't seen the new Steam tab? It sucks. Nothing is labeled. It's all just images. You have to, you hover over it and you get the text. But like, I don't want to go, what's this one? Oh, what's this one? Oh, what's this one? Actually, so here's the thing. I love, I am an updating bitch. I love to tell people, hey, you should update your shit because it's a security risk if you don't, genuinely. Updating is important, or you can significantly increase that looked great. You can significantly increase your chances of like getting hacked, as it were. God, the explosions look amazing. But Half-Life, or sorry, Steam has recently updated their UI, and it's actually god-awful. I cannot stand it. Ooh, oh. Unidentified, what the hell? Wait, that was a cool HEV line. Unidentified weapon acquired, I love that. Also, this is a way better, quote-unquote, HD crowbar. This keeps, oh, wait, no, hang on. I can actually see what they did. Hang on, we're going back to Photoshop. Hang on, we're going back to Photoshop. I gotta take a screenshot. We're going back to Photoshop because I just realized what they did. Hang on. So, I hope we do this for the whole stream. I genuinely, I hope this is the entire stream. Can I have it in my clipboard. There we go. Okay, so this is the crowbar, right, that they've given us. Let's let me open up the Half-Life 1 crowbar. Let me just get another JPEG of it real quick. Nope, that's the one. Okay. So, they have given, oh shit, I just clicked like 30 things that I didn't mean to click. This is the one that they added to this, right? And this is the original one. Wow, that's cool. Hang on. I don't usually fall for that. I don't usually fall for the fake PNGs. There we go. I got the real one. Pro tip, if you don't know, you can just go to the, if you ever get a fake PNG like this, you just click on the website that it comes from. Like, and there's literally a download button every time. It's just because they need it. They're just trying to like get ad revenue. They're trying to pull you off Google Images. Although I will say this specific website is, oh wait, never mind. I just missed the CAPTCHA. Oh God, I have to do a CAPTCHA. Hang on. I have to think. I have to really like start using my brain. Yay, I got the crowbar. All right. Dragging the real one in here. What the fuck? It's okay, I can work with this one. I've never seen them double cross me like that. I've never had that happen. In my entire life. They double crossed me. Okay, I can, does overlay just immediately do it? No, hang on. One of these, I think, just gets rid of black. No, it doesn't. All right, hang on. We'll just, we will just select the black. Whoa. Hang on. Rasterize, please. Rasterize, please. Thank you. Delete. There we go. Okay. Sorry, a lot of hullabaloo there. This is the crowbar from Vanilla Half-Life 1, and on the left, and the one on the right is the one they gave us. Look at what they did. They took the model, they curved it a little bit, I can't physically. This isn't a model. They hang on. They skewed it a bit. And then they just put the 2 prongs on the end. This is the same model. The humps are the same. Actually, they made it spikier at the tip. But otherwise, yeah, this is the same model. They just put prongs on the end of it. Which, hey, I like way more than the Gearbox HD crowbar. I think the Gearbox one is weirdly out of place, like most of their stuff is. I'm not like it's purity. I just think that the Gearbox models are like poorly scaled to the environment and feel out of place. This is better. Also, okay, so these are vanilla animations, but the weapon inertia like changes. Also, I think I can right click. Oh, 2-handed swing. Is that 2-handed? It is. Oh wow. Oh, that's fun. Oh man, I like this. I like the 2-hand. That's like visceral. That's actually like a good feeling swing. I like that. All right, let's keep moving. Yeah, so wait, hang on. Yeah, so the animation is all vanilla. It's just a lot of inertia and weapon bobbing being put on top of it that just gives it so much more life. That's so interesting. Get him. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Get him. I don't like that sound. I don't like that. I don't hate that. Ow! What the hell? Oh. It's like I didn't shoot you. Oh god, I gotta save him. No! I tried. All right, new Glock. Same model. Ooh. Okay. They went to the trouble of, like, is this the same? No, this is a modified model. I think I can tell, but yeah, maybe it's just the textures actually. Anyways, I was hoping that they would make the slide actually go. Oh, new zombie. Okay, this is good. I really, really genuinely love the particle effects in this. Like, actually, I would maybe play vanilla Half-Life with these particle effects on. It looks really good. Reload and I know I've got my feet. I can't reload, though. I don't have any ammo. But yeah, you can see your feet. I pointed it out at the beginning. Whoop. Nice. Okay, the two-handed hit lets you one-hit head crabs. That's like Half-Life 1's one major flaw that Half-Life 2 did better. Was that in Half-Life 2 you can one-shot head crabs with a crowbar. It just feels better. Now you can with the two-handed hit. Have I played the Half-Life 1 mod where you play Spyro the Dragon? I have no... Oh, there's so many new guys! I don't think this is... Well, okay, hang on. I have feelings on this. I'll explain in a minute. Wait. Oh, did they make it so the left click also one-hits head crabs? That's kind of cheap. Why would you give me a two-hit if I can still... Wait. Is it slower? No, it's not. Okay. Whoa! There's so many! Whoa! Hang on. Okay, I found a glitch. I found a glitch. Hang on, I found a glitch. I found a glitch. All right, I'm gonna look down and reload. Dropped magazine, very nice, and it's even missing the... Oh, hang on. I see what you're trying to get me to see. Oh, I need more ammo. Okay, we're gonna save the ammo. I bet you that those magazines actually count how many bullets you had left. I bet you they did. It's the kind of mod that this is. Anyways, what I was gonna say is, there's a lot of enemies here. Oh, is that a ricochet? Did that bullet just... It did ricochet! Whoa! This is cool. This is cool. You know what this is? This is a Fear and Half-Life had a baby, which is like... There's too many zombies. Which is like a beautiful combination. Fear and Half-Life absolutely should have babies together, because Fear is a more Half-Life-y Half-Life sequel than Half-Life 2 is. Not that Half-Life 2 is like better or worse. It's just Fear feels more like Half-Life feels to play than Half-Life 2 feels like Half-Life 1 feels to play. Okay, God, I've got to like catch up with myself. One, there's a lot of guys in here. If I was critiquing this like a regular Half-Life 1 playthrough, thank you for the resub, Retro Kid. If I was critiquing this like a first-timers playthrough, I would say, oh, this sucks because, you know, there's too many enemies, the player can't get acquainted. I'm not a first-timer. This is my 30 billionth time playing Half-Life, and it's actually providing a challenge. So you know what? I'll let it pass. The other thing I was going to talk about, so right-click on everybody knows the Half-Life Glock, right? Left-click, you shoot accurately but slowly, although they did take away the automatic fire with left-click in this, which is weird. Right-click is full auto, it's faster, like that, but it's less accurate, although I think it's still perfectly accurate with this mod, which I actually significantly disagree with. If you click left and right-click at the same time, wait. Okay, it's the order is, whoa, hey, nice custom animation for the last bullet. If you click left and then right, then you get full auto. There's no pause. No, okay, they did not make it one hit left click. Thank God. Maybe there's a critical hit system. No. Oh man, this is fun. Are the extra zombies not from hard mode? There's no way, right? Wait. Hang on. Hang on. There's no way, right? There's no way, right? I can't be that. I feel like, oh, I can't boot up regular Half-Life while playing Half-Life Mmod. Shit. Hang on. We're going back to Google. Half-Life 1 long play hard mode. Hard difficulty Half-Life P. Here we go. There's no way, right? Have I been missing out this whole time? I didn't think hard mode added new NPCs in Half-Life 1. Wow, this is like a time capsule. Does this even have no, I muted it. Okay, here we go. Intro. There's no way, right? Like, I've played Half-Life 1 a little bit in hard mode, but admittedly not very much. Okay, yeah, get your stuff. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Going up here, you fight this. Yeah, there's that one, and then that one. That's normal. And then you go down the hallway. There's nobody here. Yeah, that's normal. Then you go down here, and there's two. That's normal. You kill the little guy. Cool. You're gonna go in. Okay, no. This is a half. Okay, no, it's an Mmod thing. Okay, I thought I was a fake Half-Life stan for a minute there. I was having a genuine crisis of faith. Oh, hey, that's new. The ammo's not normally there. Oh, that is a kind of a delicious reload animation. Oh, love it. All right, let me God, the explosion. I love, oh, Barnacle here. If the whole game is this, like, has this much more detail, I'm gonna be very, whoa. I found a suppressor. All right. Not the first time I've seen a suppressor in a Half-Life mod. That's like a classic. That's been like a thing since modding was a thing for this game. But that did just confirm to me that we have tertiary fires for guns, because that's middle mouse that does that. So hang on. There's a super hard crowbar hit. Oh, that feels great also. That is a meaty hit. Hey, can I test this on you, bud? There, now he doesn't have to, like, fall. I put him out of his misery. All right. Oh, man, this is great. Does this mod change how hard mode works? Maybe. I don't know. This is my first time playing it. We are on hard, right? I pronounced that weird. I didn't. We're on medium. Oops. I thought I changed it to hard. I must have, like, mouse wheeled over it or something. So we've been on medium this whole time. Is there a downside to the silencer? I don't know. It's my first time playing. Are you new? Are you alive? Oh, you're just set dressing. Good job, bud. And then he's dead. Oh, not gonna look at that. Not gonna look at the... God, this is neat. Dude, where's your vest? No wonder you died. You got no armor. All right, now we really got ammo. Now I can check this. So we're gonna go half of our ammo. No, it doesn't track the bullet. That's okay. Anyways, watch this. Wait, what? There we go. Wait. It's very inconsistent, but you can do it. You can get like a double shot. That's the best you can really do. Let me try the silencer. Ooh. There we go. You're not supposed to be a head crab. Oh, now I'm on edge. Also, yeah, the suppressor absolutely lowers your damage, I think. Unless head crabs are just beefier. Can I take this? No, that's a shame. Okay, let's keep moving. They changed it! There's no hound eyes! Whoa. Oh no, it's hard mode. It's hard mode. That's why things are taking longer. That makes more sense. God, now my muscle memory's all fucked. Wait, this guy's gone too! Yeah, no, that's just hard mode. Alright, well let's go suppress it for a bit. It'll be nice. I'm definitely using the burst fire. I am using this. Hi, G-Man. There you are. Wait a minute! They made it so you can shoot as fast as you can click. I don't like that. I am firmly against that decision. All right, I wasted all my ammo. Cool. So I guess they swapped them. Wait. That means right click is accurate shots now, doesn't it? No, it's right click just is useless. Okay. All right, we need to like conserve our ammo because I've been experimenting. Beautiful, beautiful. God, that is a build engine ass explosion, and that's a compliment. Come with me.
Slowing you down, am I?
No, come with me.
My brain.
Yeah, brains and brawn, Quick fire Freeman. Quickest draw in the West. All right, pop us in. Zoltrain, thank you for the follow. God, I'm having fun. This is fun. I'm taking the suppressor off.
Coming from you.
I don't like suppressors. Never have. Sandwich. Oh my God, these new HEV lines. Are these like new? Are these unique to this? Are they like cut voice lines? Or AI? Oh yeah, corpse don't fade. Right, corpses don't fade. Awesome. All right, get in here. Seeing games like Half-Life in modern day really gets you thinking about how beautiful... Whoa, hey, hang on. Wait, where's our Vortigaunt? Hang on! I want to know what's behind door number 1. There it is. Whoa, oh God, the pin scared the shit out of me. Wait, can I right-click? Oh, no. Yeah, you can. Oh, nice. Nice. The pin scared the shit out of me. I thought it just fell. What was it saying? Oh, yeah. I love this shit. Like, I've complained about Black Mesa a million times, right? I have no actual issues with Black Mesa in terms of, if you look at it in the way that it is a mod, right? All of my qualms from Black Mesa come from the fact that it markets itself and is treated by the community as a remake and therefore a replacement in a way of Half-Life. I don't think the devs legitimately think it's a replacement. In fact, I'm almost certain they don't. But a lot of people treat it that way, and it almost markets itself that way, right? And so, like, because of that, I am harsher on it. Loading screen. Whoa, you're persistent through the loading screen. Did Half-Life regular do that? Anyways, oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm harsher because it is holding itself to a higher standard, right? God, you can shoot this thing way too fast. You kind of need it with all the new enemies, though. You know what? It's like Sven co-op. It's like you're stronger, but it's harder, so it balances. This is fun. This is fun. I like this. Oh, man. But yeah, that's that. Oh, can I still do this? This is important, too. Yes, I can. Very good. My little feet. My little feet. Fall in your box. But yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Is like I think Black Mesa, if it were to be looked at like as a mod, then yeah, I'd be like, oh, this is fantastic. This is like obscenely good work. But as a game, I'm a lot harsher on it. I'm a lot more critical. This is a mod. This is certainly not a game. It'd be crazy if they made Half-Life, but it was a game. That'd be nuts. So I think the right click is more accurate now, right? No, they literally are the same. Okay, cool. Hey, hang on. Does crouching increase your accuracy? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Good. I would actually be pissed if it did. God, these particle effects are so good looking. Also, I am astonished that this is not crashing. Because Brutal Half-Life, which I also played on the... Is this too loud, by the way? Can you guys hear me? Like well? Duke, what'd you say? I assume fine. Okay, cool. Anyways, Brutal Half-Life has its own, like, take on... Whoa. Oh, anyway. Brutal Half-Life has its own take on high-resolution particle effects and, like, gibs and stuff, custom gibs. And that mod crashes like a motherfucker. Ow. And I can't blame it because the source engine is made of glue. Literally just glue. They just waited for it to dry, and then they just kept going. And like I've worked in the oh, for fuck's sakes. I've made maps in Hammer. If you... So the way you do level geometry in Gold Source is you basically cut it out like a sculptor. It's similar to Maya, if anybody's 3D modeled with Maya. But you're basically taking a block and you take another square and you just like cut out pieces. You sculpt it until it becomes a beautiful final product. Anyways, if you sculpt it wrong, don't ask me what wrong means. Hey, this guy's in the Half-Life source. If you sculpt it wrong, the map just cannot export, and there is no way to tell what wrong means unless you've used the editor for so long that you just like you know instinctively, or you're like a genius. Perhaps you can just do the calculations. Oh, that was on me. Also, sorry, I got excited. That zombie in that corner. They are not in vanilla Half-Life. They are in Half-Life Source. And they're my favorite little guy. And I got very excited to see them here. Oh, this is so mean. Okay, this mod is so good at subverting like a returning player's expectations. I've played Half-Life so many times. It is literally, even Black Mesa to me, which I've only played a few times. Oh my God. It feels just like nothing, right? Half-Life 1 and Black Mesa is just like, it is muscle memory. This is actually making me like engage with the game again. And it is so fun. I'm getting like emotional about it actually. Oh my God, I'm leaving. I don't have to fight you. God. Is it possible to turn off the new enemy formation so that new players can experience Mmod? First off, you could totally still experience Mmod. This stuff is different, but it's also actually, I would argue, pretty well balanced. It's harder, but it's very well balanced. I don't think you can. That being said, I think you should just play Half-Life. I think if you haven't played Half-Life 1, then just play Half-Life. I don't think you should ever play what the fuck? When you're crouching, you can only look that's bad. That's bad. This is just bad. You can't look all the way up. Anyways, I don't think you should ever play a modified version of a game before playing the original in like 99% of cases. There's some edge cases, like games that physically don't run on modern hardware, or games that are just bad but get good if you mod them. Skyrim. You've already played Half-Life 1 twice? Oh, then you're fine. Then you're fine. If the new enemy formations are too much, you can always just turn the difficulty down. That's hey, G-man. You don't belong there. Anyways, you can always turn down the difficulty because I'm on hard, which is why I'm using so much ammo. My head hurts in a good way. Hey, Duke, did our groceries just arrive? My husband is gone. Elevator music! Awesome. Office complex. I find it quite simple, actually. Oh, good. This is unchanged, as it should be. Oh, my expectations have been subverted. It didn't explode. What's up? Oh, that dude's eating. Depending on your taste, you'd say Stalker can be the sort of game that you should experience with mods. I mean, you should experience with mods, but for the first time, I don't know. I think Stalker is too overwhelming with the modding community, because the modding community... Okay, it depends on what kind of mod you're playing. If you're playing, what is it, Gamma? Is the mod pack everybody's playing right now? That is, I consider, like, an overhaul. And in that case, yeah, you could play that as your first experience, because it's not really... at that point, it is just a game, right? Like, it's using Stalker as its house that it lives in. But it's just its own, like, experience. Like, it uses the maps and even mechanics from Stalker, but it's effectively an overhaul, right? And I feel like that's different. Open up the vent with the 20 head crabs when you reach it. I will appease a man. I was so happy when I discovered that. For those who don't know what we're talking about, oh god, what level? I think it's in Blast Pit. No, it can't be in Blast Pit. Where the fuck is it? Anyway, wherever it is, there is a section where you get ambushed by the military. It's totally in Blast Pit, by the way. And there's a vent, and if you shoot it, head crabs near infinitely just spawn and kill all of the military for you. And it's so cool. And I never knew it was a thing. And apparently I'm not alone in that because I posted it on the Half-Life subreddit. Cause I go on Reddit sometimes. I'm sorry. And you know what? A lot of people were also like, hey, I didn't know that was a thing. God, I love the, there's 2 strong attacks with this. They didn't have to do that. Oh, here we go. They better not have fucked up my baby. If they fucked up my baby, where's your hat? I missed. That was on me. Okay, they made it sound like a wet paper towel, but mechanically I think it's pretty much unchanged. Well, with single fire anyway. We haven't tried the alt fire yet. Oh, so much ammo too. Oh, they're spoiling me. Oh, here we go. Oh, two right clicks to kill head crabs. That's nuts. Best part of Blast Pit if it's in Blast Pit. Yeah, straight up. People always shit on Honor Rail, and like Honor Rail sucks on a first playthrough because it's a maze, but repeat playthroughs, Honor Rail is not a big deal. My controls are not responding. Blast Pit sucks every time. I hate Blast Pits so much. Like, it's not the worst part of well, maybe it is, honestly. It's not the worst thing that I've ever played, but I just find it boring. I don't know. It's just too big. Like, it feels like a bloated environment to me. Not gonna fall down and die. There it is. Oh, you slipped through! You son of a bitch! You'll never get over how the shotgun flies out of your hand when you alt fire. It's so good. The Half-Life 1 shotgun's the best shotgun in any game. They kind of didn't. No, that's not the same. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm loving this. I really, truly am. It is genuinely reinvigorating my love for my favorite game of all time in a lot of ways. That alt fire was not the same. That alt fire was not the same. It's in Half-Life 1's vanilla animations, when you alt fire, it like flies out of your hands. It looks like momentum. This just looks like Gordon's like styling. He's like, haha, check it out. I can one-hand it. It looks like he's about to do like what is it, devil horns with his free hand. This is not gonna be great. Oh shit, what the hell? I think that is loud. I think that the bullets actually come out of the gun barrel instead of the center of your vision now, which is, I don't want it to. It totally does. It's hitting the side. Okay. Shit. Okay, you know what? It has too much HP in hard mode. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good. I have not done that in a long time. That is something I like have always knew was a thing, but I have never bothered because it's just, you know, by this time most of it. Oh shit, I should have. Oh, hang on, we gotta go back. Hang on. I gotta see if the revolver's in this. I always skip there's like a place where you can get the revolver early. I don't know if that's in vanilla Half-Life or Source because I just haven't done it since I was a kid. But there is a place you could get the revolver in a version of Half-Life, and I need to go back and see if it's still a thing. Okay, yeah, we can go back here. Yeah, perfect. We can get back. Okay, here we go. Because this is all about like subverting existing players' expectations. I see ammo, but it's pistol. It's regular pistol. Hi. 4 bullets it takes. Okay, I've actually counted out the bullets this time. It's 4 bullets. Okay, some ammo. I'll take it. Worth the trip. Keegan says, hi, do you do that crowbar wind up with mouse too? No. So there is tertiary fires in this mod, which is a classic retro gaming thing. I feel like every modded retro game has tertiary fires, right? Because secondary fires were like all the rage back in the retro days, right? Back in the boomer shooter days. But like tertiary fires is something that I feel like every mod adds. And I think the Quake engine and Gold Source by extension just support it natively, which is why modders did. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make, it's middle mouse for the wind up. Right click is the two-handed quick swing, and left click is the classic one-handed swing. I've got a whole kit of battering up to do. Here we go. We're gonna... Wait, what is the tertiary on this? Nothing. Lame. They did fuck up the shotgun also. Wait, did they? I can't tell. The new particle effects for the bullets make it hard to tell if the spread is different. There's less pellets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there's 8. No, there's the same amount of pellets. That's still 8. Never mind. I can't tell. There's not an mouse 2 for the original crowbar in Half-Life 1. No, there isn't. There is in Sven Co-op. Well, specifically, there's a middle mouse in Sven Co-op. Sven Co-op lets you throw your crowbar. And when I saw this wind up like this is basically the same wind up as throwing your crowbar in Sven. And so I thought I was going to throw it, and I was all excited, because that's like a classic thing. To me, anyways. That's like very, very iconic Half-Life to me, the throwing crowbar in Sven. But no, it's a big old bonk, and I love it. Did they animate a little shake when you land, too? Can't tell. No, they didn't. That's okay. There's a couple games that when you hit like a wall, they'll make your weapon like shudder, and I love it every time. All right. So this is already like a hardish part in regular Half-Life. Are they gonna change this? Yep, there's a head crab. That's new. Oh, shit. Okay. Ow. Missed. Okay, we're good. Okay, the Vortigaunt placement seems all consistent. Also, I think they boosted the damage on the shotgun. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm just getting headshot. Maybe the projectile hitbox is bigger? Because I know there's projectile bullets. I have that off, but they still might have bigger, like, you know, the ray for the ray trace might be bigger. That's what I'm saying. Because these guys, like, tend to not go down in a single headshot, even in vanilla Half-Life. Unless you're really accurate, because you have to, like, really nail them. This is... Or, sorry, not in vanilla. Sorry, in medium mode. In normal difficulty. But I'm playing hard. And I'm pretty consistently primary fire one-shotting them, so... Anyway, I am a little disappointed. These past couple rooms have been pretty generally unchanged in terms of difficulty. I am very hopeful that that it's not something that they only do for the first couple chapters. See, that was not a headshot. That first one, that was like a tummy shot. And it one-shot. That would not have shot in medium mode on vanilla Half-Life, so... I don't even know. Oh, I bet the scientists heal you. If you ask them to. I know that's like a thing. The Half-Life scientists healing you. I swear to God, I don't think it's in regular vanilla Half-Life. I think that's a gearbox change. But I could be wrong. I think it's in Source as well. What the fuck? Hang on. Hey, gamers, look at the icon for the shotgun. It's like they re-rendered it. It looks weird. It's like bumpier. Anyway. It is in vanilla. The, wait, what is the healing? They do heal you in vanilla. Is it in regular Half-Life 1, though?
Access transmission.
Yeah, I need you to end your conversation.
Why are you leaving me here? I'll be right behind you. I don't...
No backseating is not a big thing right now, Punk Cherries, because I know this game like the back of my hand. There's nothing chat could tell me that I am not already at least passingly familiar. I am almost certain that you cannot heal from a scientist in vanilla Half-Life. I can't do it right now.
I don't even know I'm here.
I can't do it right now.
That much of a burden?
Maybe you have to be at a certain health. Maybe it's not an E thing.
Yes.
Maybe Gearbox made it or Sven made it that you could hold E to heal, and then regular Half-Life you have to be at a health threshold. Hang on. Okay, that could have been more damaging to me. A little more. Okay, 20. Perfect.
Wait. You've been wounded.
Oh, there it is! Okay. Okay. I think
Let's go.
I think y'all are right. I think it is in regular vanilla Half-Life. All right. Shows what I know. The explanation for that is then I don't get low health in regular Half-Life. I have not been low health in vanilla Half-Life 1 in many years. Oh, I missed. Oh, big miss. This game has so much stuff you don't even know. Oh, this game is packed. It's you.
What the hell are you doing down here? Get topside.
Yep, they just pitched it down.
They're coming in to save us.
That is just pitched down. That's funny. Whoa! The animation played real fast. You always try to keep everyone alive in hard mode. I respect it. I'm a scientist shooter. What can I say? I got buttons to click. It's not my fault that giving people in gold source is just really satisfying. Hang on, no. Dude, this Vortigaunt turned into mince meat. Whoa! Oh, hi. So he's a little evil as a treat. Maybe just a little bit as a treat. I do have to, like, be a little more cautious of how I play. Because, this is definitely harder. I mean, I'm on hard mode, so I'm taking more damage, and I'm not used to that in general. And then there's also, like, some of the encounters are different. Although I am a little missing it right now. Just some Transco. Thank you for the resub. 40 months! That's so many. How are you both alive? You know what? You're like one shot both, right? Two? Two. Tanky boys. Extension, the movement exploits are so much. I love Gold Source. I really love Gold Source. It is just so fun to move around. True! I'm always saying that, man. Alright. Bang! Oh, I missed! I think? It's kind of hard to tell if I'm missing. The new particle effects are a little hard to follow occasionally. Alright. Come here. Do it. Do it. Ha! No, I missed. Oh, I missed. Alright, I don't know if I need to bother with the middle mouse on those head crabs. I think it's... The wind-up leaves me too vulnerable. This shotgun is not nearly as punchy, unfortunately. Like, it's not bad. It's not terrible at all. It's actually pretty decent. But it's not nearly as punchy. Oh shit. Okay, one right click and one left click takes them down. That's our new head crab strat.
Something smells quite foul here.
True, it's you.
God, what are you doing?
I don't know. Probably magical leave to follow. Any tips for defeating the Gonarch that's kicking your ass? Yeah. So there's a pool. There's like a destructible floor, and there's a healing pool under there. You can use that to top off your HP. Stick to, just run in circles and shoot it. It will only, at a distance, it will only have the baby head crabs and the cum mortar. I don't know how to describe it, but it's, the white arcing projectile it shoots. It's a cum mortar. That's all it'll use against you. And so, as long as you're still moving, it shouldn't be able to hit you with that projectile. And the baby head crabs, just be mindful of them. Take them out occasionally. Use explosives to, if they're like bunched up, to clear them out in big bursts, because they will start to overwhelm you. But yeah, the Gonarch is just a sponge. The last phase of the Gonarch is just a nightmare. Also, if you're having trouble in that last phase where you're stuck in the little hole in the ground, that's not you. That part's just hard. Yeah, you got this. Only calling it a cum mortar from now on. I'm right. In launch Half-Life, I learned this as a kid, and I was very confused because it doesn't work in future patches, and I didn't know what patches were when I was a kid. In launch Half-Life, if you walked here, this tongue that's clipping through the ground, you would actually get stuck on it, and you'd be soft-locked. Because you wouldn't take any damage because you're not technically in the barnacle's mouth, but it can't drag you to the mouth because you're through the floor. Come here. Oh, left click and then right click is so fast. Oh, that's the way. Oh, that's the way. That's the head crab killer. That's the head crab killer. I love that. You wish in my Black Mesa critique, I talked about some of the Gonarch changes. Completely missed the point of the OG counter IMO. Black Mesa did or I did? I did not get to I didn't get to the Zen part in the critique. VOD because it's just so long. Also, Black Mesa Zen is like an entire game. I genuinely have different thoughts for the Zen's part of Black Mesa. I see them as two different games in my head because the design philosophies are so significantly different. Wow, you're beefy. All right. I don't even need your ammo. Now I feel a little bad. But yeah, I do remember the Black Mesa Gonarch encounter. I don't remember it super well because I only played Black Mesa Zen when it first launched. I do remember it just being very padded. My biggest issue with all of Black Mesa Zen was just it felt padded. Wow, you guys are chunky. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I remember all of Black Mesa Zen feeling very padded throughout. Like, I mean, if you've seen my Black Mesa critique, you know that my general issues with Black Mesa as a whole are changes for the sake of changes and padding. And Zen takes that to 11. Like, I already know I said that it's basically a different game, but that is still an issue that that level design team, in my opinion, struggles with. Can you make the Gonark? Oh! Can you make the Gonark fall through that web floor in the first part? No, you cannot. That web flooring is only for your benefit as a place to dodge and take and like have respite. There's also ammo down there, but it's like a safe zone. Well, mostly safe. You're so excited to get to Zen in your Black Mesa playthrough because it's always your least favorite part of Half-Life. But the design looks so nice. It is visually stunning. Black Mesa Zen is gorgeous. The one thing I will always give the Black Mesa team credit for is pushing the source engine to its fucking limits. Because they really did nail the visual aspect of a lot of stuff in there. I don't think it's like the same aesthetic though, is one thing. So like there's a lot of design cues that they take from, you know, regular Half-Life Zen. And regular Half-Life Zen is boring, don't get me wrong. Like, it is a very bland environment. But it's also like Half-Life Zen is in bland environment. Sorry, I'm thinking, I'm shooting, I'm run, think, shoot, living, and also critiquing at the same time. Yeah, Zen is boring, visually speaking, in regular Half-Life, and Black Mesa's is more interesting. But to me, Black Mesa Zen feels a little bit less alien. Like, obviously it is like the things look alien. Like, they look like we have a cultural understanding of, oh, this is alien, you know, like kind of the flora and fauna design. But I gotta be frank, it feels a little kind of Hollywood to me. How am I so good at this? Probably 500-ish plus hours in a single player game. I know ahead of time where most of these things are. I'm a little sad that they haven't changed this section, because this section, I'm back to just muscle memory, you know? I'm back to muscle memory. Hang on. No, we'll do this. We'll do this the Metal Gear way. I almost bumped that laser. We won't. By the way, bye-bye. I'm trapping you behind with the turrets, and I'm gonna activate them right before it closes. Okay, bye! Awesome. I should have blown these up before I walked in here. Whatever. Oh, there's a guy back here. Is this guy always here? I'm like paying more attention to body locations. I feel like, ow! That was a Sophie mistake. I feel like there's more ammo than vanilla Half-Life in this. Not too complaining about it. Hey, guess what? It's our favorite time of the game. It's time to kill the guys, to kill the military. Get your MP5. Ooh. Ooh. This is a really good model. Oh! This is a really good model. This is, so the regular, this is a regular MP5. Like the world model. Wait, it's they just remade it as if they used the world model as the first person model. But this is so interesting. This looks like, hang on. We're going back to Google. Half-Life 1. This looks like, hang on, let me find it. Where the hell is it? Okay, I was gonna say it looks like a mesh between the Half-Life 1 like vanilla SMG and the Half-Life 1 beta SMG, but apparently my memory played tricks on me, and the Half-Life 1, sorry, alpha, not beta. The Half-Life 1 alpha SMG just looks like the Half-Life 1 actual SMG. It's hang on, let me find a good picture. There's like none here. These are like the same model. It's just like higher quality. There's more polygons on this one. On the alpha one. So it's not as, I guess that aspect of it, like the higher poly count, makes me feel a little bit of that like alpha MP5 vibe. But yeah, this is a regular MP5, not an MP5 SD, which is very interesting to me. And it has a okay, all right. Oh, I don't like that sound effect though. Like I would like that in a different game. I don't like that as a Half-Life sound effect. I like my Half-Life guns to be crunchy. I am glad that they kept the original sound. I had to triple check there. They kept the original sound, which I like. Can you heal me?
You look terrible.
I do. Thank you.
This won't hurt a bit.
Woo, I am talking up a storm. I love Half-Life. Did I see the video of the real world gun expert? Yeah, Jonathan Ferguson looking at the Half-Life 1 weapons. Yes, I did. I not only did I see it, I also did not know that Half-Life 1, sorry, that grenade launcher MP5, which is real. I did not know that it was used in a movie. I don't remember the name of the movie. Wow, they made this worse, I think. Or did they? No, I think I'm Black Mesa-ing it. Because there's bullet, like, projectile particles now, and I think I'm, like, having the same mental... No, this is the same. I'm being silly. This is the same. See, the suppressor functions the same as the crossbow in terms of alerting enemies. That is cool as fuck. You're smart. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it out. Assuming these next grunts don't auto-aggro. I'm not sure if they do or not. I just realized that the ammo pickup sound, I think, is different, which is a little sad. That is a 007 game sound effect. This should be in, like, an Xbox-era 007 game. Okay, here we go, here we go. That didn't. That also didn't. Okay, hang on. We're gonna try this one up here. The guy in the room. Did I miss any questions, by the way? There's a lot of, like, I've been in gamer mode, and I saw a lot of people asking questions. And if I missed any, feel free to repost it. I did not ignore it or like purposefully gloss over it, which I will fully admit that I purposefully do at times, because sometimes chat members ask questions that are not good. Okay, here we go. Here we go. That didn't seem to do anything. I don't know if this has any... Wait, here we go. Are you deaf? I know enemies can hear things. What about the shotgun? I think this guy's pathing just makes him stay behind this, this beanbag sandbag. I think he's not allowed to move because he's supposed to ambush you here. Okay. We should bring the health pack discourse over to Twitch. I will talk about it. I am like too actively engaged to say it because I'll go on a tangent. Also, listen, I already love like the level design in this part of the game is fantastic, so they didn't need to change it. But I kind of wish they changed it. I was really, really enjoying that first chunk of the game where like everything was subverting my expectations. These guys are more mobile. These guys move more. These guys, this is the AI tweaks they were talking about. These guys are definitely different. Oh, this is cool. They're different. I get a little bit of that subverted expectation then. For the first time since I played Half-Life as a kid, I'm using the pistol because it's more accurate. Because I don't know where their pathing is going to take them. Holy shit. Oh my god. In Half-Life 1, I almost never use the pistol. But I do, like, stand by, and I always have, that the pistol is genuinely a good addition to the game's arsenal because it's your most accurate weapon besides ones that have very limited ammo capacities. Because, like, it's a little less accurate in this mod, but in vanilla Half-Life, it's almost perfectly accurate at any range. And when I was a kid, I would always use it because I didn't know where the enemies were going to be or where they were going to path to. So the pistol ended up being a very consistent way to hit them. And I stopped doing that as I grew older because I just know where I need to go. Oh, this is... I don't know if you can do this on hard mode. I don't know if this is the way you should handle. You know what? No, I stand by it. No, I stand by it. You can do anything. Hard mode or bust, whatever. This is what Black Mesa doesn't understand about the pistol. You understand me. You understand me. Black Mesa's pistol sucks. I hate all of Black Mesa's weapons, but the pistol is the worst offender. They don't understand it about the pistol, and they also don't understand about the MP5, because the MP5 is almost perfectly accurate at like any range, just like the pistol was in Half-Life 1. But like the fucking the SMG, like it's too accurate, and so what you end up doing is you end up playing less aggressively in Black Mesa because, one, your SMG is way more accurate, meaning your high DPS weapon can be used to get headshots at a distance, something that's almost impossible in Half-Life 1. Like, if you want to get headshots in Half-Life 1, you're pulling out either the revolver or the pistol. And that's not, like, your best option most of the time. The other thing is, because enemies can move and shoot in Black Mesa, you're still playing even less aggressively because you don't know when you're safe to engage. In regular Half-Life, this guy's moving, he cannot shoot me. I know that for a fact because they can't move and shoot. And it makes me play more aggressively because if they're staying still, I can take the risk of engaging. Should we? We might not survive. I might actually die here. If I take the risk of engaging, right? I know what's coming for me, but I also know that they're going to be a stationary target. If they're moving, I know with certainty that I can engage and get an... Oh my god, they are grenade happy. I know I can engage, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I talked about this all in Black Mesa. I don't need to talk about it here. This is pretty consistent with it, although I wish the pistol kept its accuracy. Also, the shotgun does not have a middle fire. A tertiary shot. Half-Life has such bad gun logic. I will talk about this. I talked about this with somebody recently. It's funny. Half-Life guns are funny. Oh, 6 HP. Okay. Oh god. Huh. Any of these have, like, medkits I've never known about? Because I never needed them in my entire time playing Half-Life. Nope. Okay. Oh. Okay, where's the Osprey? Get. Hey, fun fact, if you didn't know, the propellers of the Osprey are the weak point. I didn't know this until, like, this year. But the Osprey's propellers are like a headshot. You prefer how games go with guns feel rather than how they work in reality. 10,000% agree, although... Well, okay, not 10,000% agree. 70% agree. I'll talk about it when I'm, like, not in a scary combat scenario. I don't have to kill this, by the way. If you're new to Half-Life, this is optional. Not even just optional. It's, like, not... You're not supposed to kill this. Okay. I will not be killing it. Let's redo this encounter. Yeah, so Half-Life weapons... Valve in general does not know how guns work, right? It's very funny. The shotgun has a double fire, which is not how that works. You could argue... that it's... Because the Spaz 12 has a pump action and a semi-automatic mode. That's a real-life thing. You could argue that the alt-fire is firing 2 quick shots in semi-mode. But we all know that's not what's happening. But also, like, the MP5 with the grenade launcher, I mean, everybody makes fun of that one. Personally, I think that's sick as fuck, and also technically real-life accurate, although not with the model of MP5 they used. But there is some more things about Half-Life weapon design that Valve has done that actually do take me out of the experience actively. For example, the weapons in Half-Life 2, the SMG has a grenade launcher, but there is no grenade launcher on it, like physically. There is not even a tube for it. There's nowhere where the grenade could physically come out of. And if you're, like, playing Half-Life 2 for the first time and you pick up that SMG and you don't notice the grenade icon when you get the SMG grenades for the first time 10 years into the game, because you don't get them for a while, you may never even consider that it has a grenade launcher because it's not modeled, right? That is an actual issue, potentially. Is it a big deal? No, obviously not. But it does take me out of the experience. Another thing that is, like, really distracting, Counter-Strike Source and their M4 or M16. I can't remember which one they use in that game. But the M4/16 in Counter-Strike Source They don't know how that gun is, like, primed, cocked, whatever terminology you want to use. What the fuck is that sound? They don't know how that works. And they used a part of the gun that is not meant for that. And they just, like, stretch it out like a piece of taffy. And it's really distracting. I went through the wrong vent. But it's actually genuinely distracting to me. Like, it's not a big deal. But I can see how that could take somebody out of the experience. The underbarrel of that MP7 is a 20mm underbarrel grenade launcher, not a 40 like Half-Life 1. Hell no, it's not. There is not a chance in hell. Hang on. I'm gonna look up... Does the original gun even have the second tube? No, it doesn't. Okay, we have to actually look up the Half-Life gun. That is not a 20mm fucking barrel. Let me pull this up. It is the same size as the bullet. Let's go ahead. I think this thing shoots 5.7 bullets, right? Prototype. Not that this matters. Actually, no. It's canonically, I think it's 9mm in. No, there is no ammo type. So we're gonna go by the 5.7 bullet diameter. So 5.7 bullet. That's what, 5.7 millimeters? Yes, by 28 long. That's not 20 millimeters. that's a quarter of it. That is not a 20mm under barrel grenade launcher at all. Not a chance. It shoots 4.6 by. Oh, you're right. It totally does. That's even smaller. That's even smaller. That's like almost a full millimeter small. That is a full millimeter smaller. That is not a 20mm under barrel grenade launcher. Fight me. Somebody just said, I didn't see who said it, that TF2 does bad, like, wrong gun logic in a fun way. That's entirely true. The soldier's rocket launcher having like 4 rockets in it, that's just fun. There's nothing, it doesn't take you out because it is a stylized experience anyways. Did I get turned around? No, I didn't. I think that's fun. The Demo Man's lock and load having 2 barrels but holding 3 grenades, now that's actually something that could take you out, right? Like, that could be confusing to a player if you're not paying a lot of attention, right? Yeah. Anyways, the point is, gun logic does not need to be accurate or realistic. However, I do think that it's important for it to be consistent, like, within the game you're playing. I don't really care that the Half-Life 1 SMG is an MP5 SD with an M203 grenade launcher, which is the one that, like, is the classic Call of Duty noob tube that they put on M4s and stuff. I don't give a shit because it's fun. And also, like, I get it. I get what they're doing. But I do get a little, like, weird when I interact with my weapon in a game and it doesn't work how I expect it should. Does that make sense? Anyway, I know why the lock and load is the way it is, by the way. It is because it originally had 2 shots and it was a balancing patch. It's still distracting. That's just fundamental game design. Consistency is vital. Exactly. Yeah. Like, I've just shot out a lot of gun names, which many people may hear and assume that I am a gun nut, especially because I play Tarkov. I don't like guns. I actually really hate guns as, like, real world things. I am somewhat interested in the mechanical functions in them. I think they are, like, from an engineering standpoint, pretty, like, neat. But I'm not, like, enamored in any way, right? It's just like, all right, that's cool. But when it comes to games, I like consistency. And that is important to me. For example, in Tarkov, which, like, ignoring the fact that the game is marketed on its realism for a minute, let's just, like, pretend it's not. Because really, Tarkov is not a realistic experience. You can't just eat a chocolate bar and stop being dead. You can't do that in Tarkov either. I don't know why I used that as an example. Point is, in Tarkov, right, the bullets for your gun, right, need to go into the magazine that your gun uses. The caliber needs to match, and the magazine needs to match with the gun you're using, right? That's how real-life guns work. But Tarkov also has a lot of non-realistic elements, like the way healing in that game works, where you can just magically shrug off bullet wounds with the right medical supplies, and you're totally fine. If Tarkov had a gamified element that suddenly made it so a certain bullet type could work in a gun that it absolutely is not the correct caliber for, that would be inconsistent game design, right? And that's like kind of an extreme example that would not happen. But that's what I mean when I say like, gun logic doesn't need to be like real. Like I don't care that this shotgun has a double fire, for example. But there are times where like the way your guns work is important still. And sometimes Valve is guilty of that. Like that's kind of my point. Is like, it's very funny to make fun of Valve for their lack of understanding of how guns work. I do it. And sometimes it's a valid criticism and sometimes it's just a funny joke. Anyways, that's everything. You hate how realistic Tarkov goes for looking... Wait. Oh, you hate how realistic Tarkov goes looking forward to Couples Craft. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I like Tarkov, but the whole reason I'm making Couples Craft is because Tarkov is so fucking inaccessible, because it is, right? Like, Tarkov is one of the most inaccessible... Well, no, that's not true. I've played Space Station 13. Tarkov is very inaccessible. No. What gameplay mods am I using? I'm playing Mmod. Oh, shit, I should probably put that in the title, huh? I'm gonna do that right now. Hang on. Playing Mmod. I totally forgot to put that in the title. Yeah, we're playing Half-Life Mmod. It's a newly released Half-Life mod that I am playing for the first time. I don't know if it's made by the same people who made Half-Life 2's Mmod, but Half-Life 2's Mmod like speaks for itself in terms of reputation, if you're into the Half-Life scene. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. It's not like the definitive Half-Life experience, obviously, but it's very fun. I'm very much enjoying my time with it. Missed my passion for this stuff. I missed it too. I missed it so bad. I miss streaming. This shit is why I've been tweeting so much, because I've just been like really thinking about stuff, as I tend to do, and I've had no outlet to yell about it at strangers who are also interested in what I have to say. Oh my god, I missed this. I'm having so much fun. I like how Payday 2 does gun stuff, but it's totally arcadey compared to something like Tarkov's guns. Yeah, that's a fair read. Payday 2, excuse me, also has very gamey, arcadey gun mechanics, but they aren't really like taking you out of the experience necessarily, because the game is built around it, right? Again, it's stylized. It's consistent. It's internally consistent. You want to hear a fun example of internal inconsistency with Valve when it comes to guns that drove me nuts, or drives me nuts? Past tense, I guess. Wait, current tense? Present tense, that's the word. So you'll probably know, potentially, watching my streams, seeing the games I play, games with more realistic gun systems, that if you have a gun, right, you cock the slide, a bullet goes into the chamber, right? And then if you reload the gun after that, you now have the size of the magazine plus the bullet that is still in the chamber. So if you have a 17-round magazine, you can have theoretically 18 rounds available to shoot, right? That's how guns work. Most, like, a lot of older games don't do this. Most older games don't do this. And Valve especially does not tend to do this, right? Half-Life 1 had it both ways at launch. Currently, if you boot up Half-Life 1, no, they don't do it at all. At launch, if you took the pistol, the Glock, and you reloaded mid-magazine, you would have 18 rounds instead of 17. But they patched it out because it was only the Glock. The MP5 didn't do it. The fucking... What other guns could do it? The shotgun obviously doesn't do it. Like, it was just the Glock. It was just the Glock. I don't know why. And that is an example of inconsistency. Because that's straight up like a game mechanic. Like, if you are under the impression with the first gun you get that you can reload midway, do a tactical reload, and have an extra shot just in case, and then you pull out the shotgun and it doesn't work like that, that could like actually impact your strategy. That's a legitimate misstep. And in making the gun less realistic by removing that fact, they fixed the problem, right? Like, the other option would have been to make all guns do that one in the chamber system, which I would have been equally as fine with. Like, I think personally it would be nostalgia to say it would be better either way, like one way or the other. Although I guess I will say that having exactly 250 shots, like reserved with the MP5, and then having 50 shots in the magazine, leading to an even 300, that's pretty satisfying. And one in the chamber would ruin that satisfying feeling. But that's like a minor thing and the only argument you could really give it. Anyways, that's a lot of words. they did in Half-Life Alyx and you really like it, actively thought about one in the chamber. Yeah, no, that's how, because the thing is, in VR, you have to do that, I feel like. If you don't do that in VR, you are going to actively confuse the player, because in VR, you are interacting with the gun as the mechanics work, right? You are hands-on with it, and it makes you are basically forced in VR to understand how guns work. If you have absolutely zero idea how a gun works in VR, you are playing the game worse. Objectively. Like, not significantly necessarily, but if you've ever watched somebody who is not familiar with guns, who plays a VR game, and they cock the slide every time they reload, they're wasting a bullet every single time. And that's not like a huge impact, but it is an impact. They are wasting ammo. And I don't know. That's kind of the end of my sentence. It is a fact. Charge crowbar attacks. Yeah, there's a few charge. There's left click light, there's right click double hand, and there's a big supercharged one. Whoa! I think the receiver games might be the only ones that make effective use of realistic guns. Hard disagree. Tarkov has extremely realistic guns, and I love it. It's explicitly, I think it blends with the game well, because the realistic guns in Tarkov offset the very low time to kill in the game. Because if you get shot with a bullet in real life, you are a dead person. And in Tarkov, if you get shot with a bullet, you are probably dead unless it was stopped by your armor, which is specifically modeled to be stopped by certain calibers of bullets. And it one, adds a layer of depth, which makes the game inaccessible, which is not a good thing, but is more, I mean, there's more to it for people who are willing to engage with that sort of thing, right? It is better for a certain type of gamer. And it also, because of that, actually, I was gonna say the realistic recoil. Tarkov gets a lot of flack because its recoil is more aggressive than even real life guns are. Regardless, I'm gonna call it realism because, you know, that's kind of the source of where high recoil comes from, is for realism purposes. And I also think that is beneficial because you die so quickly in that game. The guns being hard to, like, handle makes it so that, like, extremely quick time to kill is then not bullshit, basically. You're not playing Quake Instagib, where if somebody gets their cursor on you, you're gonna be gone. And Quake Instagib is not a bad thing, by the way. Quake Instagib rules, don't get me wrong. But in a slow-paced game like Tarkov's system of realistic weapons is the only way you could do a super slow time to kill like that. Time to kill being the amount of time it takes to kill somebody with your weapon. It is the only way you could do a super slow time to kill in that pace of a game. Like, low time to kills are usually associated with really fast-paced games like Call of Duty, right? Like in Call of Duty, you get shot, like, obviously you can take a few more shots than in Tarkov, but you die pretty quick in COD. But that game's also super quick. Quake Instagib. Quake Instagib. That's the most obvious example. Quake Instagib is absurdly fast-paced, and that is why, you know, they can allow it so when you get shot, you are dead in one shot. That's the Instagib part. But Tarkov is allowed to be slow-paced because of its realistic, quote-unquote realistic, game design philosophy. It's interesting. It's, again, not for everybody, and it has a serious issue with inaccessibility, which is why I'm making a whole game about it. I'm making a whole game about the accessibility problem. Because I love the depth of Tarkov, but you can achieve depth without inaccessibility. It is possible. It is a design challenge, but it is possible. You can have both. TF2 is a perfect example of that. TF2 is a very accessible game. Like, it has a learning curve, but it's still very accessible. And yet, the depth is off the fucking charts. Like, any TF2 player will tell you that. You think you're biased because you love TF2 time to kill for multiplayer games and not much else. That's fair. Thing is, time to kill is, just like any other game mechanic, entirely based around the game as a whole package. And TF2's low time to kill is extremely beneficial for the team-based, like class-based, the team, wow, that insta-kills you now. It's very helpful for the team and class-based design of the game, right? It is beneficial. And for the pacing of the game. But some games benefit from a different pacing, and some games benefit from a lower time to kill. Some games have really low time, like really long times to kill, and they fucking suffer for it. For example, oh god, can I think of anything off the top of my head? There are some games where like it just, just bullet sponges, right? Like we all know about bullet sponges. Bullet sponges are not fun to fight against. I'm gonna die. Bullet sponges are annoying, right? But TF2 players are bullet sponges, so why is that not annoying? It's because the game is paced around it, right? Bullet sponges are annoying in games that are not paced for the sponginess. Borderlands, yep, thank you. Oh my god, Borderlands is such a good example. Borderlands is a fast-paced game with all these quick abilities, and the sponginess just slows the game to a crawl. Borderlands would literally do better to lower the HP counts. Anyways, thank you all for giving me an outlet to talk about this stuff. I love talking about this shit. I mean, like Half-Life itself, I talked about, I don't really play on hard mode usually in Half-Life because I think enemies get a little spongy. I am changing that because Mmod changes the balance in general, and so I'm you know, it's two birds, one stone. I get an extra different experience, you know? But like vanilla Half-Life, I prefer on medium because I just think it's paced better. BL2 UVHM was an exercise in truly ridiculous HP bloat. So, you know how earlier today I talked about how I don't use the acronyms for anything? I don't even know what that one stands for. Is that okay, BL2. Borderlands 2. Oh, Borderlands 2, right, that makes sense. UVHM, I don't know what that is. Ultra-violence hard mode. Is that a thing? I don't think that game has difficulties, so I'm not... Ultra-violence hard mode is like is what I would call like that sounds like that's too Doom. Ultra-violence is just Doom's difficulty. Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. Ah, gotcha. Sorry, oh. Hello? I thought that was a well aimed drop, but okay. Sorry, if you can't tell, I am not a huge Borderlands fan. Oh, that was all me. That was all me. I messed that up. Yeah, I'm not a big into Borderlands. Like a lot of people are like, oh, the gameplay's super fun, but the writing's so annoying. I just think that both aren't good. Like the gameplay's not terrible, but there are just better looter shooters to me. Like Destiny kind of just feels like a better Borderlands to me. I don't even like Destiny that much. Hey, let's get a revolver. Let's get a new gun. Let's see what this thing's all about. All right, how much y'all want to bet that the right click zooms in, right? If you don't know, in Half-Life Deathmatch, the multiplayer mode, the revolver zooms in when you right-click, and very frequently mods for Half-Life will include that as a feature in the game. I'm gonna right-click. It didn't zoom. I'm gonna middle-click. What the fuck? Oh, no! It's a toggle! Oh, that's so interesting. It's a toggle. Rapid mode and sniper mode. Whoa, I actually like that. We're gonna play with this. That's cool. You run into the sponge stuff with Destiny 2, but it's a toss-up. Devs fucking with difficulty and trying to force content in too low levels. You know what? Destiny 2 is not immune to the sponginess. Don't get me wrong. I did not mean to imply as such. I do just think it's like more enjoyable than Borderlands to me in terms of gameplay. Although I've heard some people try and make the claim that Destiny 2 is the best first-person shooter mechanically of all time. Like I've literally, like I'm not just talking about like them like having a personal preference saying that Destiny 2 is the best shooter. I mean that I've heard like professional game reviewers explicitly say that Destiny 2 is the most mechanically good, like most enjoyable, best objective best shooter in terms of how the gameplay loop works. That's not true. Professional game reviewers should not be taken seriously. The thing is, I like respected this person's opinion. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Man, in the PS2 port, they fill this room with water. I really wish that was a vanilla thing, because this is the worst single set piece of Half-Life, is taking that damage. Whew. I'm speaking a lot. I feel bad because I'm talking so much that I am not able to keep up with chat, and I want to keep up with chat because I'm having so much fun. I need you to move. Go kill that guy. Aggro that guy. Aggro that guy. No, he's aggroing me. Can you aggro this guy? Please? Uh-oh. Okay, go. Oh, we're okay. Whoa. Oh. That's interesting. This thing, I guarantee this thing shoots faster. It does a little faster. It also has a lot less recoil. Interesting. I don't think it needed it. I think the revolver had a good niche, but also this is not like a... Whoa. Fuck. It's got a laser on it. Also, the sound effect is pitched up. Anyway, Destiny still feels great. Yeah, Destiny feels great. Like, it's a good game, but it's not like the best game, best shooter of all time. I don't know. I'm gonna say it one more time though. If you have asked me a question, particularly one about game design or something else I'm interested in, and I didn't answer it, you are fully free to repeat yourself. It's not considered spam. I cannot keep up with chat right now. I am talking too much. I'm talking too much to be able to, like, by the time I finish a sentence, the chat has, like, gone through a full cycle. The Half-Life 1 revolver always looked like a cartoon gun because it gets wider. Yeah, so I agree. I think they tried to do something with, like, perspective. It doesn't work. It looks like an Acme tool. The revolver is the one gun that I think looks better in the HD pack. Not by a significant margin, but I will allow the HD revolver. Oh yeah, sniper mode feels like the classic revolver. I'm sticking with that. Oh, my mouse went off the mouse pad. We're just gonna heal up. Ever played any Time Splitters games? I have. It's a fun, wait. Time Splitters games, It's a Fun SPS or Sly Cooper. I've played both. Time Splitters, I have played a little bit of 2, not a ton. Here's the thing. I love me an old game. I'm not, like, super stingy about modern feeling games. But Time Splitters 2 feels too much like GoldenEye for me to really enjoy. Future Perfect, on the other hand, though, feels great. I love Future Perfect. However, I'm also inept with controllers in first-person shooters. I have played Time Splitters 2 and Future Perfect with a mouse injector mod, but it's not the same. It's not raw input. But it's fun. It's great. Time Splitters 2, sorry. Well, Time Splitters 2 is good, but I haven't played enough of it to have an opinion. Future Perfect has an incredible amount of variety, but I do think it suffers a little bit from padding in certain levels. Particularly, I forget where it is. That one, can you die? That one section where you're fighting zombies, it's the Resident Evil, parody. That section of the game, to me, is just way too long. It didn't need to be that long. Oh, did I play the Myst games? I did not. I want to one day, but I never played point-and-click adventures as a kid. I didn't play them. I didn't have them. Except for the SpongeBob movie game, point-and-click, and the SpongeBob Employee of the Month point-and-click. Those I played and I loved. But yeah, so I never played point-and-clicks, and Myst is kind of just an extension of the point-and-click genre. But I will play it one day. All right, y'all ready to see the head crabs? That guy was invincible. It's because their head is armored, the gas mask ones, and I shot all of those shots at his head. I think the armor might be stronger in this mod. Oh, that's not a grenade, is it? It was. You know what? You're getting blown up. You are meaty. All right, let's summon some crabs. Summon some crabs. Yeah, there they are! Sick 'em, boys! We're just gonna listen. Where's the head crabs? I only saw one. Does this only let one drop? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck! I am being approached. Oh yeah, no, those head crabs are in there. They are fighting. That's such a cool strategy. I love it. I love it. Oh, they are still dropping. Okay, they're still spawning. They're still spawning. You know what? Oh, I'm so good at video games. That's what TF2 gets you. That's what eating your TF2 for breakfast in the morning gets you. Oh man. The dopamine. Air strafing, baby. Didn't even know the crabs were there. Most people don't. I didn't until very recently. I discovered it. I don't remember if it was on stream or not, but I discovered it in a replay of the game. I lost my mind. It was by accident, too. I accidentally destroyed the vent. Oh, right. I accidentally destroyed the vent just with, like, my spare fire. And I saw, like, there was a bunch of head crabs. I was like, what the hell? These don't normally spawn. What's going on? And yeah, sure enough. Sure enough, I discovered a new thing. I hadn't seen anything online about it either. I'm like, I would never claim to be the first person to discover that, but I haven't seen any other people cover it online. So at the very least, like, I like documented it, I guess. I don't know. Whoa, that just went to the guy. I found a secret G-Man in Half-Life 2 for the Xbox One Year team. Nice. Awesome. Are the crabs in vanilla or just Mmod? That is a vanilla crab spawn. A perfectly vanilla little Half-Life secret. All right, boys, here we go. We're going suppressed mode. Ah! Oh, my stealth advantage. Take this shit off. Get this out of here. Oh. You would have thought a biggest Half-Life YouTuber would have brought it up. To be fair, how many Half-Life YouTubers are there out there? Half-Life, like, it is not in its prime. It's not the game that folks stake a YouTube channel on anymore. Except for Marfitimus Blackimus. Blaximus? I don't know how their name is, their username is. The person who does the Half-Life fact files. And frankly, I'm shocked they hadn't done a fact file on it. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I'm actually not gonna... That's a bad grenade! You know what? Are the fans on? I forget if the fans turn on at this point. I think they do. Yeah, we're gonna take the fan. You can't take the fan. Never mind. I misremembered. Oh, I'm gonna take fall damage too. Nice. No fall damage. You see the Freeman's Mind channel. Ross Scott does not stake his whole channel on Half-Life. Also, when he did stake his whole channel on Half-Life, it was back when Half-Life was in its prime. Try the other fan. I think the other fan's broken, isn't it? I'm not even gonna bother. It's fine. If it's not broken, oh well, I missed a strategy. But I think the other one's broken. We're just gonna do this. Bonk. Oh, you dodged it! There's so many! Is there always this many? Is this an Mmod? Oh, there's so much happening. I almost used a trip mine just there. That's how, like... There's too many. Oh my god, that was absolutely an Mmod change. There is not normally that many. No, wait, it's because I didn't go up here. Oh, it's because I didn't kill the first wave. Oh my god. It's because of my sick move. Holy shit. I gotta sit. After that. I gotta sit. I gotta... Ooh, we're good. All guns reloaded. Hey gamers, are you a scroll wheeler or a number keyer? I'm a number keyer myself. I think that's like the difference between retro and classic gamers. Or wait, retro and modern gamers. Like, scroll wheels are like pretty commonplace and like the best option in a lot of modern games. Although Fortnite, I would argue, is better with number keys. But retro games, like sometimes the mouse wheel was just not an option. And there's so many weapons, like good luck scrolling and finding the one in a quick matter of time. Number key, but only because of Halo 2's weapon limit? I mean, if Halo 2's weapon limit, you would think would make you a scroller. Personally. Anyway. Scroll, but you mostly play controller. That's fair, gamers. That's fair. We live in an age where controller gamers compete with the best of us. I will also, excuse me, I will always have a little bit of that, like, elitism literally baked into my DNA. That I will have to always actively fight against, like consciously make an effort to to be a kinder individual. I'll have to actively Steven Universe myself about it. But like, a few years ago, I saw my little brother playing Overwatch on PS4, and he was doing shit that I could not do at the best of days with a mouse. Like, my little brother, oh, I have to turn the power on, duh. My little brother could do like 360 fucking grapple no scope not no scope, but 360 headshot, like grapple midair headshots as Widowmaker in Overwatch with a fucking PS4 controller. Am I insane? How do you turn the power on? Oh, the fucking machine, duh! The whole set piece? You good? Hey, you're good. Come on, we have a set piece to do. My brother's what gamers would call cracked and an epic gamer. He's like, it's kind of scary. My little brother, 110%, could like join an esports league and be successful. I'm gonna get cooked, I'm gonna get cooked, I'm gonna get cooked. Oh, barely survived. Woo, hi, Ivy Aardvark. I am doing well. It's nice to see you here. Oh. The only problem is my brother has morals or something. Yeah, that's the thing. It's whenever we're like, hey, you should join an esports league. He's like, yeah, but like, I don't want to sell out. That's not what he says. What does he say? I think he just generally is like, I just want to have fun, you know? It's just fun, and the fun is the most important part. And it's like, how dare you have like a healthy relationship with video games at 18 years old? Also, my little brother's 18 now. What the fuck? That's not right. Was he waiting for them to go into his crosshair or flicking? He was flicking to the head. Zeppy's a man. It's actually insane. He was flicking to their heads on a controller. I don't know how. No gyro. No gyro. This is before I think Overwatch even had gyro. If it ever had gyro.
I've been waiting for you. One of your scientists hadn't come to this.
Sorry, Barney. You didn't deserve that. He was trying to warn me. He like waited for me. He waited for me during a military occupation of this facility. He was there to help me. I didn't need to do that. Don't think it does. Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, my little brother was like kind of scary good. Unfortunately, he also started to not like playing Overwatch. Well, no, fortunately for his mental health. It's a good thing in the grand scheme, but it's unfortunate for like, hosts. It's unfortunate for like, my ability to exploit him for money. Which is naturally something I would have done otherwise. What is gyro? Gyro aim, like a gyroscopic aim, when you use a controller that has a gyroscope in it, and you move the controller and it aims for you, like in Splatoon. Little brother, do I mean like child or 2 years younger than me? He's 18, so he's 7 years younger. Please flip, thank you. At the time, though, he was like 15, 16, which is still a reasonable age for this, to be a cracked gamer. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I messed up my jump, and now I'm in the electric water. I'm also going the wrong way. We're just gonna die. I'm just gonna reset here. Like old PlayStation, like 6-axis. Like gyroscope? I don't actually know what 6-axis is. I was not a PlayStation gamer. It's not true. I had a PlayStation. I played on it. I had a PlayStation 2, and I played on it frequently. But it was never my, like, my console. You know what I mean? It wasn't the console I connected with. This is unfortunate. Just take a little bit of damage. It's fine. Oh, it's not fine. I have 4 health. I don't know why I'm doing this the, like, unnecessarily hard way. Yeah, okay. That's not... Oh, I'm in a pickle. I'm in a pickle. Big selling port for PS3. Ah, never had a PS3. That makes sense. Come on. Yeah, I am in a pickle. Really? No, I don't. Okay. Oh! Nice. Beautiful. I don't know if that guy's dead, though. He called for medics. Sometimes they die when they say that, sometimes they don't. Ah, good call! I heard another yell. Okay. There's another living one, at least one. Okay, 2. You're in here still. Oh, I survived! I'm so good at games. Stop it, please. You never enjoyed the PlayStation controller? I'm with you, Diagonal Runabout. Everybody always talks about how it's like the best controller. I hate the PlayStation controller. Unless I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2. That's the only exception. If I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2, then the PlayStation controller is just like the only thing that feels right. You're a PS2 baby. I was really lucky. So I grew up pretty fucking poor. However, my family was also very tight-knit. And so they collectively, I was an only child until 7. They collectively pooled money all year long, every year. So at Christmas, I would be able to get like a new video game console. And I am so fucking like lucky. I am so influenced by that decision that they had. Like, I would not be the same person if they didn't do that. Like, we did not have the money for it. And like learning how poor we were, like as an adult now, like going back and learning, it is insane to me that they did that. Just to like, shit. Just to like, you know, help me feel like I had a normal childhood, I guess. And it has directly influenced like who I am and what I do to this day. Please. You like the PS2 controller for the D-pad, you hate other D-pads. I hate the PS2 D-pad so much. It's so spongy. It's so spongy. I like clicky buttons. D-pads are no exception. The Xbox One D-pad is to this day the best D-pad that has ever been developed. Okay. Nice. I think there's a guy up here still. I don't think I finished this one. I think I just heard fucking shrapnel. You dick! I think the grenades might have shrapnel with them, because I heard like a little pew, like something firing off after I shot the grenade. Nice. Okay. You get 3, because you guys have been dicks. Okay, you're dead this time? Good. Okay. Let's try that again. I am so far behind chat, but I missed so much. I will do another round where I ask people to repeat their questions soon, but not right now because I'm still distracted. Although Alexi said you, the D-pad feels like so bad to you. I died again. I can't use any D-pad outside of the Xbox D-pad anymore. Like for like D-pad specific stuff, like 2D games and stuff. I have to use the Xbox One controller D-pad, or else I just can't handle it. I literally may at some point in the future mod my Steam Deck to replace the membrane like D-pad buttons with clicky ones. Like physically take apart and hand mod my Steam Deck to do this. Just solder the shit on. Oh god, I'm sorry about the Z fighting flickering there. I guess I'm not supposed to be there, huh? Oh, you could get there normally with the elevator. I'm the only person you know who likes the Xbox D-pad. That's okay, maybe that you know, but it's definitely like a popular D-pad. Whenever I go onto like, because I'm a little nerd, whenever I go onto little like sub-forums of people who are also obsessed with video game controllers, people love the Xbox D-pad because it's very consistent. Okay, good. No, there's another one! I just clicked out of the game and I opened my OBS settings. I'm gonna die. Alright, I gotta fix this. You've only heard bad things. It's great! It's consistent! It always works because it's got, like, dome buttons. Like, it's a metallic contact. You're always gonna get a consistent input when you press it. I love it. It's my favorite! I love the Xbox One D-pad so much. The 360 D-pad sucks. It's not like the worst D-pad, but it is pretty bad. What is the worst D-pad? I mean, some old retro consoles get the worst D-pad award. Because, like, some old consoles have some rough ones. Oh god, okay, infighting. Infighting, we can use this to our advantage. We need to get our health back in order. No. Get that medkit. Get him, woo! Get that arm, I see that arm! Whew. Okay, we're good. Panasonic 3D, some of the AV obscure ones, maybe Master System. Honestly, it goes to just like shitty third-party Mad Catz controllers. Let's be real. I never played super retro consoles. I was born in 1998, so I was firmly a Nintendo 64 kid. I had a PS1 in the house, but it was my uncle's, and I didn't like it. I just did not enjoy it. So I was firmly in the N64 camp. And I have gone back, obviously, and played, like, the retro Nintendo consoles and a couple of Sega titles. But for the most part, I haven't really gone super retro. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, come on! I hit him! Okay, we saved here, thank God. Okay, hang on. Go rapid mode. You Marty domed me. There we go. How many N64 games did I have? You only had like 3? I mean, everybody had like 3. That's just how games were back in the day. Nobody had a lot of games. I had 0 because we just rented. So I mentioned growing up poor. We didn't buy games. It was just too much money at one point. So we basically lived at Blockbuster. We had very, very regular trips to Blockbuster. I would often spend an hour or more browsing the games. And that's how I got all my games. I would have them for about a week at a time. The only games I owned were very rare gifts from, like, extended family members. Like, I owned a couple copies of Shadow the Hedgehog. I owned a copy of Morrowind, Lego Star Wars. Like, I had a good amount of owned games, but, like, not very many that I would actually play. You know what I mean? God, what the fuck? They're shooting them. Okay, this on rapid mode is, like, busted. This thing is nuts! Oh, this is so good. This is so good! You missed the vibes of renting a GameCube game from Blockbuster. Yeah, the thing is, Blockbuster was like how I discovered games as a kid. I got into the internet at 8, so like I was well within the right age to like learn about games through, you know, forums and stuff, but I just never got into that. I never got into forums. I never got into game trailers, E3. I didn't know it existed. My understanding of YouTube was just Let's Players. I watched Nintendo Capri Sun and Chaga Conroy, and that was my internet experience. And I played RuneScape. And those are the things I did on the internet for basically my entire like time until I was like 14, probably. So like 6 years of just not doing that. Blockbuster was how I discovered games, because they just had rows and rows of them, and I picked the ones that had cool looking box arts. Oh, nice aim, Sophie, nice aim, Sophie! If this was Instagib, you'd be fucked. That's how I discovered Kingdom Hearts 2, because Kingdom Hearts 2's box art is fucking amazing. It's silver. Like, when you're a kid and you go to the store, are you gonna pick up Def Jam Fight for New York? Yes, if you're me, I picked up Def Jam Fight for New York. Are you gonna pick up Pikmin, which has all got flowers and shit on it? Boo, I'm a gamer. Or are you gonna pick the literally shining silver video game case? It's not a question. The games I owned were usually either games that I would like not play frequently, or games that I was completely madly in love with, like Kingdom Hearts. Yes, you do. You do pick. I do pick Def Jam. Or you do pick Pikmin. Thing is, Pikmin was a successful game. I can't say nobody picked it at the Blockbuster, but I didn't. Mostly because I didn't see it. I never saw Pikmin in Blockbuster. I swear I never ever had it in stock. I probably would have picked it had I seen it. There's a lot of games I missed out on because they just were not at my local Blockbuster. Hey, the soda heals 2 health in this. It's interesting. More soda. No, more soda, please! You're busy with Beautiful Joe? I saw Beautiful Joe in stores. I never picked it up, though. That one was one where the box art didn't win me. Shit. This part's hard even in, like, vanilla. Oh, come on, that hit you, didn't it? It did. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, hang on. Your hurt box is big enough. Oh! Ah! But yeah, somebody asked me, somebody just mentioned Sly Cooper. Somebody asked me if I had played it earlier, and I never elaborated. I just said I had. Sly Cooper's good. It's not my favorite series of all time. But like, that's not because I think it's not good. I just don't have a ton of experience with it. I played 2 of them growing up. I don't know which ones, but I did play 2 of them. And I remember them being very stylish and interesting as a kid, but not, like, my type of game. I wasn't really into 3D platformers much as a kid. I don't even think I played Super Mario 64 until I was a teenager. Yeah, 3D platformers I was not super into. I was mostly into action like RPGs and stuff. Also, Val, thank you for the resub! Hi! I hope you're doing well. Is this Steam new? This right here on the rocket? Is that new to Mmod? Anyway. Also, I'm sad to say, it looks like my fears are coming true. It does not look like that any of the encounters have been redone except for those in the first, like, chapter or 2, which is actually very disappointing for me. Because that was, like, my favorite thing about this so far, was how it was all remixed. I should play with the Sven co-op spawn rates. That would get me the kind of vibe I'm looking for. See if there's probably... Oh, shit! There's probably a Sven co-op, like, Mmod port. So I could probably do that. Don't think you've ever played the original Super Mario 64, just the DS version. Oh, shit! You know what? The DS version is the first time I played Super Mario 64. I totally forgot, yeah. I'm so sorry! I am so sorry to everybody who's, like, oh, God, sensitive to flashing lights. The laser clipped into the screen. I hope y'all are okay. Jesus, that hurt me. You're dead. I'm so sorry. But yeah, no, I played Super Mario 64 on DS first. I got it for a birthday. I remember. I got it on a birthday. And I remember all my friends were there, and they all huddled around me while I played it. And then I found the mini games, the rec room, and I booted it up. And they had their DSs, and we all played the mini games, and it was one of the best birthdays ever. My mom used to work at a gym, and they had a daycare there. And I, after school, would have to go to the daycare at the gym, and I would always bring my DS. And there was like one other kid that always brought their DS, and we would always play the Super Mario 64 rec room mini games. They were genuinely so fun. Please, please, you've got to be. There you go. Oh, all right. Your favorite 3D platformer is Counter-Strike bunny hopping? I don't think that counts. I never learned to bunny hop. I tried a few years ago. Not good at it. It's not my thing. I'm not good with the rhythm. Very confused about why people were speculating about Luigi because you were like, you're playing him. That's funny. I was old enough to know the difference at the time. Well, sort of. When I played it, I didn't know that there was a Nintendo 64 version. I had literally played and grew up with the N64. It didn't click that that's what the 64 meant. Until I discovered what the N64 version was. But by the time I heard about the L is real stuff, I already knew about the N64. You know, I think the only games I ever played on N64, I played GoldenEye, and I played Ocarina of Time, both rented naturally. I don't know if I played anything else on N64, despite, like, having so many memories of it. No, I played Super Smash Brothers. I played the original Smash Brothers all the time. That's right. Yeah, I still have that copy somewhere. No, I don't. I gave it away. And before anybody goes, Sophie, why'd you give away N64 Smash Bros? 'Cause it sucks. Sorry, it's not very good. I am the queen of insisting that we should experience games, you know, as you know, keep ourselves mindful of the time period they were released in. It's very important. And you know, I still abide by that. But Super Mario 64, sorry, Super Smash Bros 64, it's not that good. It's it just got iterated on too well with the sequels. Anyone ever both have Melee and Brawl, but their Wii stopped being able to read the Brawl disc? That's a very specific situation, no. However, I had a somewhat similar situation in that I had Melee. Also, that answers the question. Somebody asked if I had a GameCube. The GameCube was probably my most played console growing up. Yes, I absolutely had a GameCube. I had Melee growing up, and then I lost it. And then my mom was like, "Oh, I'll get you the game back. I'll find it." And then we went to a flea market, and she found an N64 copy of the original Super Smash Brothers, and that's when we got that copy, the one that I aforementioned had given away. And can you guys come out of hiding? I know you're here. I don't have the health to just bait you out. And I did not know the difference as a kid. I was too young. And about a week before I lost the game, my babysitter at the time told me that she learned, oh my god, young Link is in GameCube, is in Melee, is in Smash Bros. And it blew me away, right? Because I loved Ocarina of Time. And I was like, what the fuck? They got young Link? And then I lost the game. And then, by the way, y'all just lost the game. And I lost the game, and then my mom got me the 64 version. And I immediately started trying to unlock young Link, and I got very confused when I couldn't figure out how to do it. However, I will say, this is not in my defense. This is like the opposite of it. I did not do a very good job trying to unlock young Link. Because I don't think I unlocked anybody other than Jigglypuff. I didn't know that Ness was in the original Smash Bros. Until I was like 16. Please die, man. Dude, go down. Was it the Half-Life 2 low ammo sound? I swear to God, that like, boop, boop, boop. I don't think that's in Half-Life 1 normally. Anyway. You regret getting rid of all your old consoles, but you mainly give them to family members. I'm in the middle of that. So I have most of my old consoles, but I have given a good chunk of them away. I gave one of my 2 N64s away, which I don't regret because you don't need to. And I gave away my original Xbox, which I'm pretty fine with. The thing about me is I've talked about this very frequently, so this is probably not a surprise to anybody. I get really bad headaches if I play games at 30 FPS or below. And we are only blessed with modern frame rates and modern times, believe it or not. And so I can't really physically play old consoles a lot of the time. I can, it just hurts. And so, oh god damn it. So I don't really care too much for my old consoles. It's not a big deal to me. Oh, beautiful toss. There we go. No, it didn't go up high enough. Shit. Wait, what? Oh, this is bad. I made a mistake. I gave away my Game Boy Advance SP recently. That was to trade for a Steam Deck, which is the best trade I've ever made in my life. And frankly, I feel... Shit. I feel bad that I was allowed to make the trade. That was with Jackson. And Jackson, it was for the N64 and the GBA SP. And Jackson walked away perfectly happy. Jackson is entirely still, like, supportive of the trade. Jackson wasn't using the Steam Deck. But I feel like vomiting when I think about it. Like, I had already 2 N64s. So wow, that was loud. I am sorry. So that was like a non-issue for me. Oh, I could have gotten this. I even knew that was there. And then the GBA, like, I am willing to part with it. I do like the Game Boy Advance. Mobile consoles are the one thing that I still think are perfectly reasonable to keep around. Because small screens, one, don't hurt my eyes. I don't get headaches as much with smaller screens. But also, the form factor. Like, you know, I love the Steam Deck to death. And the Switch is great too. It blew my mind when, oh shit, when it came out. It blew my mind, but you can't deny, it is kind of nice to be able to put like a Game Boy in your pocket. And you can't do that with a Switch or a Steam Deck. I still think the trade is more than worth it, but that was the only one where I was like, you know, I would have hung on to it otherwise. I have a Super Nintendo in the closet, which I probably will never use again. Not that I can't, like, I mean, Super Nintendo games are almost entirely 2D, so, Jesus, that was loud. So I don't have an issue with it. I'm gonna save here so we don't have to hear that again. I don't have an issue with the Super Nintendo, but I do have an issue with batteries. When I got my Super Nintendo, the first game I got was Donkey Kong Country, and then I played it, and then my save file got wiped because the battery died, and I got terrified ever since. And even though I logically know you can just replace the battery, I am terrified of spending a bajillion hours on a game and then just losing all of that progress because the battery dies. And so I will probably never use that Super Nintendo again. I will almost certainly trade it or sell it. My PS2, apparently I have a rare one. Jackson taught me this when he was visiting recently. I have the Slim Black PS2. Apparently the black version of the Slim is super rare. Not super rare, but like fairly rare. It's still worth like $200. And the silver one is the one everybody already has apparently. So I'm gonna sell that because that's a lot of money and I'm not gonna use it otherwise. Wait, really? Yeah, apparently. According to Jackson, and actually not even just according to Jackson, we looked it up on eBay, it's true. Dude, what? What? How did you live? You're shitting, are you shitting on God? I mean, it's like $200. You've only ever seen black Slim. That's the thing, me too, right? You thought the Slim goes garbage? No, the Slim isn't garbage. It's just not, you can't plug a hard drive in. And that was like the big issue for emulation for the longest time because modding a PS2, it was way easier with fat PS2s, but, shit. But, okay. It was way easier with fat PS2s, but slim PS2 modding has come a large way in a very recent amount of time. Like very recently, it's become just fine. So slim PS2s are much more useful than they used to be, which probably also inflated the price a little bit. Sorry, I'm stuttering a bunch. Fuck, I did it again. Okay, we're good. Did I blow up a rocket? What happened? I think I shot a rocket as it came out. I'm pretty sure that's possible. I've just never done it. The less durable ones died off, so survivorship BIOS with the older consoles. I don't know. I had a fat PS2. It died on me. The slim one never died. I've always thought it was better. Just like by placebo. A survivor's bias. But yeah, I'm just gonna sell that. Probably gonna get rid of... Oh god, hang on. I gotta remember how to play Half-Life. Go this way. Your PS2 is a PS3 based. My PS2 is a Windows 11 computer. Or a Steam Deck, depending on the day. God, I love the Steam Deck. Wanna know, you find crazy that the PS3 can turn into a supercomputer? I don't think that's a most accurate description. I think I know what you're talking about, though. It's designed like a supercomputer, but it can't really be turned into it. Like, it's still old hardware. It's just, it's the way they did the CPU cores is like how they do CPU cores for actual supercomputers. So it's not like you could turn it into one. Even at the time, it was like actual supercomputers were I don't know if they were significantly better, but they were better. But it is a very cool piece of trivia that, yeah, the PS3 is essentially a supercomputer. Even if it's not like a super incredible supercomputer. They were using server farms for supercomputers. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. The PS3 is cool. PS3 is cool. The thing is, like, sometimes I just think about, I wonder what could have been done with the PS3's hardware if a studio that was truly, like, in tune with it. Like, the PS3 hardware was an extension of their bodies. Like, what Nintendo, and specifically, I think Monolith is the name of the studio. I think they're the Xenoblade folks. They also worked on Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Specifically, what Nintendo and them are doing with the Switch right now is, like, absurdly optimized and impressive. Like the fact that Tears of the Kingdom runs as smooth as it does on the aging Switch hardware is genuinely a miracle. Imagine if there was like that level of optimization for PS3 titles. It'd be nuts. Uncharted 3 and Last of Us is pretty impressive. Last of Us is very impressive. Yeah, I didn't play Uncharted 3, but yeah, Last of Us is very pretty. Very, very, very good looking for the console. But I still think it could just go so much harder. Like I think there's so much room. Because the PS3 is like a little bit of a wonder machine. I mean, obviously not in the graphics department, which is kind of the most important part for video games in a lot of ways, but I don't know. Oh shit, is the sniper in? Yeah, the sniper's here. Of course the sniper's here. I don't know why I ran like that. I didn't have to take that damage. I am low health. I am like consistently not a healthy woman. Okay. Let's try that one again. Oh, I'm out here. I am not playing the most optimal Half-Life of my life. I also just took unnecessary damage again. Technically GTA 5, though that's multi-platform and late gem. No, GTA 5 sucks on the PS3. It is not, like, I mean, it is impressive that it runs on it, but I do believe that equivalent hardware on PC can run it better. PS3 on GTA 5, like, there's so much pop-in, and shit is, like, it is so clearly not supposed to be on that console. Why are these soldiers light yellow, excuse me? I think Mmod has some, like, dynamic lighting stuff it adds. It's an early PS3 game, but MGS4 still looks phenomenal. I have not played enough of it to... I haven't played it at all, actually. Shit. I'm gonna die. Oh, damn. I was doing well. Mmod has piss feature. No, it's just the light. It's dynamic lighting. But yeah, no, not even next-gen PC. Like, GTA 5, compared to other equivalent PC hardware of the time, GTA 5, I'm pretty sure it could run better than it did on PS3. Like, it was fine. It was a fairly impressive port, but it was not, like, groundbreaking. Late-gen PS3, 360 games were so rough. Shadow of Mordor was hilariously rough on those. They got icky. Games on the 360 and PS3 got icky for a while. I'm really glad that, from what I've seen, obviously I don't play consoles anymore, but it looks like the PS4 and Xbox One, like, versions of current games right now aren't suffering as intense of that same fate. Like, sure, you're locked to 30 FPS, but your game, like, looks like a game. That's not how it was. Not how it was for 360 folks and PS3 folks back in the day. Heard very mixed things. I mean, also our standards for games have just increased, right? Like, this is contentious for some folks. I am a defender of the idea that 60 FPS should be standard today. We have the technology. There is no reason you shouldn't have things at 60 FPS. Obviously, I'm biased because I cannot play things at 30 or under without getting massive migraines. But I also, like, know how games are made, and I have game development experience, and I know how engines work, and there's no reason. There's no reason. Like, unless you're using the Switch. But the Switch has no reason to be as weak as it is. It's just weak because Nintendo is a bunch of old people. The only one you heard was Cyberpunk. That's okay. Cyberpunk is an exception. You're right. Cyberpunk was embarrassing. You know how engines work. Fair enough, Val. You sure do. Oh. One of the changes with recent games is that consoles and PC are all 8x86 64-bit now, other than the Switch, which makes it way easier to program and transfer knowledge and tooling. That is probably true. I have absolutely zero information when it comes to game development that is not, like, extremely modern. I am, like... The only reason I'm able to get into game development is because of how accessible it has become, right? Like, I can literally, in 10 minutes, with zero knowledge, go into Unity, which I haven't fucked around in beyond, like, opening it. I could go into Unity and make a basic level right now. I could do it. Like, I just know I can. Because, like engines are so, like, optimized now. Not optimized, but, like, optimized for accessible. I tried to use a different word and didn't work. But, like, I could just do that. I could not do that 10 years ago. Well, maybe, hang on. What year was it 10 years ago? 2013? Yeah, I could not do that 10 years ago. Infected with memories of how ridiculously fucked over Sonic Boom. Oh, God. See, the thing is, that's not a console issue. That was just Sonic Boom. Woo! Do they always dive? They probably do. Like, I don't think that's a new thing. But I'm extra, like, cognizant of that stuff because of Mmod right now. Anyway. During Half-Life Alyx development, they're considering Unity or Unreal. Lots of development hell stemmed on that. I'm so glad that they didn't, because Source 2 is so good. Like, Source 2 is obviously, it is not as, I mean, I don't think, because we don't have the SDK, right? And that's the biggest issue. And also, fuck you, Valve, give us the SDK. Fucking... Source 2 is ridiculously well optimized for the things it can do. It is insane. Like, loading in like 200 physics objects in Source 2, that engine does not break a fucking sweat. Try and do that in Unreal or Unity. I mean, you can, but like, you are gonna break a sweat. Like, it can do it, and a well-optimized game can efficiently do it. But oh my god, Source 2 doesn't even shrug. It's nuts. I am legitimately pissed off that Valve hasn't released the SDK. Like, I frequently will defend Valve and, you know, talk about how I really do respect Valve a lot as a company. A lot of people don't anymore, and I get why. But I still really do like them as a company. Like, not even with the ifs, ands, and buts. Like, I just like Valve. Like, there are ifs and buts, but, like, I don't mean that. Anyways, point is, I like Valve. I am legitimately, like, furious that they haven't released the SDK, because their entire company is built off the backs of modding and open source development. Not entirely open source, but that's cool. I've never seen that before. Their entire company is built off mods and semi-open source software. That's how they exist. And Source 2, one, is a engineering marvel, and while I'm sure it needs some extra work to get pushed out the door, like, I don't think the SDK would be ready for launch today, for example. They're not, like, it doesn't seem like they're doing it. And that's, like, one obvious major issue. The other issue I have with it, I'm lost. The other big issue is that it would have created a VR modding revolution, well, likely would have, that similar to the likes of the Source 1 SDK release modding revolution for just regular PC gaming, and that would have significantly boosted VR as a platform. Like, VR is already hugely popular in modding scenes. Shout out Unreal Engine VR Injector, that shit's insane. I'm lost, and I've never been lost here before, and I'm not sure what's going on. What have I done? Anyways, but yeah, if Source 2 if the Source 2 SDK, excuse me, got released, I think VR would probably be in a somewhat better place. It wouldn't be fixed. It wouldn't fix all the issues. Meta would still have a monopoly, but goddamn, it would have been nice. Also, somebody briefly mentioned Sandbox. I got gripes with Sandbox. Thing is, Sandbox is not cohesive of a project to me. I like the idea of Sandbox, right? But Sandbox doesn't know what that idea is, I think. So the thing is, about Sandbox is, if you have only heard it in passing, you probably know Sandbox, that is S with the ampersand and then box, as Gmod 2, right? Source 2 Gmod, right? That's probably how you are familiar with it. How am I still getting lost? That's probably what you think of. Thing is, Gary Newman, Mr. Gary of the mod, creator of Sandbox, is very adamant that it is not Gmod 2. Gary wants Sandbox 2 to basically be Roblox, and that's not a diss. He essentially wants Sandbox to be a game development platform in the same way that Roblox is, essentially an engine for people to make and release games on, right? Which is a cool theory, in theory. It is... Wow, how did it take... I don't know why I'm getting so lost. Sorry, gamers. Anyway, which is cool in theory because that would be the only way we would have access to a Source 2 SDK, right? Or of a sort, right? But the problem is, Gary is basically wrapping the entirety of Source 2 as an engine in, I believe it's C++ wrappers. If you don't know what a wrapper is, basically, everything that Source 2 does, Gary is making it so you can use regular C++ coding to do those things, but it's the only way to do it. So you're basically just like, it's just like it's any other engine now. Like, you still get the engine-based benefits, like the physics handling and the shaders and the way they handle shaders and like graphical rendering. But when it comes to actual like software development, you may as well just be using any other game engine, which sucks to me because it uses C#. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I get them confused. Who doesn't? But yeah, it's a little disappointing to me. It seems unnecessary because it doesn't need to happen, I don't think. Now, I'm not a huge expert on the topic. Obviously, we don't have any SDK, so like he would have to have some sort of wrapper to make it. I have to remember. Okay, the thing is, I haven't done the research on this in a long time for the technical aspects of what I have gripes about it. I will Google something and then continue on that topic when I'm re-educated. The other issue I do have with Sandbox, though, that I am more readily able to complain about, is that, you know how I mentioned that Gary doesn't want it to be Gmod 2? Thing about that is, the little snag in that is the fact that a huge amount of the Sandbox development has gone towards creating Gmod 2 stuff. The Fizz Gun and the Tool Gun are both fully being implemented. Every single tool from Gmod is getting in there, rewritten from scratch, and, you know, re-optimized, like it is like better than Gmod systems, but also it's a lot of development time. There's also like character creation stuff. Like, he's got this model that is specific to the game. It's called Terry, and it's ugly, by the way. Some people defend it. I'm not one of those people. But he's got like a character model that's going to have like character creation for the Sandbox games, and you play as it, and it looks like a minion crossed with a Fall Guy. And but also you don't have to use that. And he's very adamant, like, oh, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it, except for the fact that he's putting so much development time into setting it up. And that leads into the biggest issue I have, which is it's a closed market. If you make a game on Sandbox, you can't release it on Steam, at least at this point. Like, it's not released, it's in early access, but from what I've seen, from what Gary has said, he doesn't want you to be able to sell it on Steam. I think he might have said, oh, we'll look into it at the most, but I don't even know. I'm not even confident in that. Like, it's a closed ecosystem like Roblox is. And we already know, like, it's not hard to find how exploitative Roblox is, right? When it comes to the game developers on that platform. And that sucks. I like it kind of sucks that our only option for the potential use of developing with Source 2 right now seems to be that it's going to be Roblox style. I don't like that. Because like with Source Engine, Source 1, you can make a game on that SDK and sell it on Steam with your money. And you don't even have to pay anything. You don't have to pay for the licensing fees. If your game doesn't make a certain threshold of money, you don't even have to pay Havok for the physics license fee. If you don't know, Havok is the physics engine that Source uses. Valve cops that for you, unless you're like making a good amount of money. It's nuts. That's why Valve is making their own physics engine for Source 2. Because then, you know, they don't have to worry about the fees. It's their own engine in-house. It's also why it's so good, because Valve is software, like, geniuses, full of software geniuses. Anyways, point is, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Sandbox. And, like, what the mission statement is. It's bloated. It has a bunch of unnecessary stuff to it for, like, what the mission statement is. If it's supposed to just be, like, a game hub sort of situation, it's not being developed that way. It is being developed like Gmod 2. Like, every single piece of development is just stuff that Gmod has, with the little addition of, like, you're not just limited to game modes like you are with Gmod. You can make entire unique games, which is still just Gmod. Like, that's still Gmod. Gmod has, like, a lot of things that are very easily considered entire unique games. Sure, you have a bit more freedom with how you can do that in Sandbox, but you are still just making a game mode, Gmod style. It's sad. It makes me sad. I don't know. That's my rant. As somebody who would love to, like, play around with Source 2, it's very sad. Dude, 3 crossbow shots to go down? That's nuts. Oh, I wonder if the crossbow has a middle fire. Nope. Oh, what's the fancy scope? Ooh, it's zoom. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. That's fun. Hang on. I got it in there. Okay, no middle click. What do you think that machine does? I think it's supposed to be pistons. Like, pistons do something. I'm not an engineer. Pistons do things, right? Pistons, like, are used in machines. So it's like pistons, right? Because if you can't tell, I think Valve's level designers and myself have the exact same amount of knowledge of how machines work. That's not true. I'm pretty sure I've heard somewhere that Valve has, like, actual rocket scientists employed. Like, ex-rocket scientists. So they probably have a better understanding of what pistons can do than I do. They push or pull even? True! You know what they do? They push and pull me to the next side of the room.
Science team has been tracking your progress with the Black Mesa security system.
The weird bean humans in Sandbox look like NFTs. You're so right, Puckcherries.
Still, it's better than
Oh my god.
in this place.
Think there are pistons that help with cooling/conducting? That's 100% it. You got it.
Your superpower in a matter of
Butt door. Remember Butt door? Remember Half-Life VR AI, but the AI is self-aware? Remember that?
where the security system is
It's kind of a niche, you know. I don't know if y'all have heard of it.
so far.
You know, enough time has passed where I'm able to play Half-Life and nobody makes a ropes joke. Like, it's not like the ropes joke was a bad thing. It's just, I just realized that I've been playing and nobody's made a ropes joke so far. Like, I've just, like, you know, knock on wood, but time has passed. End of an era. Whoop. Oh, that sucks. I'm freezing in the freezer. Can't get down the hole. Oh god, I'm playing as reckless as I do in medium difficulty, and it is biting my ass. Because this is not medium difficulty. I don't think these grenades go as far as they do in vanilla. I feel like I've been missing more grenade shots than usual, like grenade launcher shots. I feel like the physics are different on it. Kids are all excited about Gnome these days. To be fair, oh, I'm all the way back here. Gnome's pretty exciting. Can't blame them. In your opinion, Gnome doesn't have the same charm? Disagree. Nostalgia. L. Taking it. I'm sorry. It's being unnecessary. I do love the Gnome series just as much as Half-Life VR AI. And I think the thing about sequels is that there is always going to be a sense of, like, how you have hyped up the original work in your head so much. Gnome isn't technically a sequel, but it may as well be, intents and purposes. And I don't know, I like it. I think it is just as quality. Can you let me? Oh, I know you can't let me. I don't know. This is the room with Wikipedia. This is the room where they destroy Wikipedia. Thank you very much. Get your lore right. Nope, not me. Got wrong person. I'm gonna die. Thank God that Valve programmed it so Vortigaunts run away when they're weak. Because if that Vortigaunt decided to get hostile, I would be dead. Okay, can I please get down this hole? There we go. I think Peeper Puppies is a better name for them. I love Peeper Puppies. Black Mesa has a section in the game, in the Zen section, where you see a little piece of paper, and it has a bunch of, like, nicknames for Hound Eyes. Like, they were doing, like, the joke is, like, there was, they were doing, like, pit fights, like dog fights with the Hound Eyes, like the scientists were. And I really want them to add just, like, Peeper Puppy as a nickname onto that board. I think it's earned. One thing I will say also that's super earned, the fact that the entire Half-Life community has stopped calling Einstein Einstein and has started calling him Coomer. That's, like, kind of wild to me. Because Einstein was like the canon name for the dude for like 2 decades, pretty much. And now, like, frequently you'll see people be like, oh yeah, it's Coomer. And you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, that's Coomer. Fuck it. It's cool. It's really neat. Like, it is a serious testament to the impact that that series had. I'm taking damage from pit crabs. Hard mode's hard. That name don't lie. That mode don't lie. It can be hard. Better. Simply better. Simply better. I hate that you have to they put the little animation to reload the grenade launcher every time you shoot one, and like, I get it. But also, god damn it. It slows the firing down and it ruins my muscle memory. Makes you both happy and sad. There's no reason to be sad. People still call him Einstein. It's just not like the most popular name anymore. It's like Walter. You know, people used to use Walter. Nobody says Walter. Nobody calls that one scientist Walter anymore. And that was like extremely iconic. You know, it's not like Walter's legacy's gone.
Freeman, right?
He's pitched down!
Make sure you don't...
Make sure. Who's got voice mod on? Alright, this is gonna be a nightmare. Whew. I don't have the health for this. Come on. Ooh! Oh, I got him! Okay. Bubby said he couldn't remember his real name, so Walter's still canon, maybe. I mean, Half-Life VR isn't canon. It doesn't matter what Bubby says. That doesn't change. That's not what I meant. Walter's not even technically canon. I just meant that, like, culturally, Einstein's also not canon. None of these are canon. It's just like the culturally accepted name. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me, dude. You know what? I gotta fight fire with fire. No wonder I'm losing. Let's do it. Dude, you're so invisible. Am I good? Good? I win? Gabe Newell went in his office and planned all this. Well, you know, to be fair, they did get Gabe Newell for the Gnome Saga. So. It's canon. Apparently Gabe Newell does, like, nothing at Valve anymore. Like, he just sits up in New Zealand and just does not have any impact on the company, basically. Like, he's just the owner. Zeke, thank you for the resub. Did I stick my finger in the mid station yet? Oh, I've stuck my finger in so many mid stations. Like, it's not surprising that he doesn't do anything. That's just how, like, corporations work. So much for your flat structure, Valve. Oops. So it slipped out. But it's just kind of like, I mean, logically, I assume this was inevitable. But it feels wrong, you know? It's like Todd Howard. You know, Todd Howard makes Skyrim. Todd Howard makes Starfield. Todd Howard makes Fallout. Gabe Newell puts every single individual Steam Deck together. That's just how it is. Guess that's the benefit of being a private company? Wrong. All CEOs do this. There are many benefits to Valve being a private company. For instance, they are not forced to sell every single product they work on. Blessing and a curse, but it means, you know, if a Valve product comes out, it's probably something they are happy and proud of. Happy with and proud of. That being said, Gabe Newell doing fuck all is not part of it. That's just a CEO thing. Wait, what? Am I misremembering? Break this, right? No, you don't. What am I doing? Does Black Mesa do that? Have I been Black Mesa pilled? You just go down here. Did Black Mesa infect my brain? Do you break that hatch in Black Mesa? There's no way, right? I'm just misremembering into everything. Seen that people make games video? There's a, that's, probably not, I guess. Maybe, which one? I don't watch people make games very often, so probably not. They put a hound eye out here? That's fucking devious. That's fucking devious. They didn't have to do that. Jump me, please. Oh, that was a hell of a strike. You don't wake up? Oh, shit. Oh, wait, I can interrupt your attacks. Yeah, okay. That's not fixed. We're good, we're good. Hello? Is this normal? Has this always been in Half-Life? I've never been here. Has this always been here? Oop. Okay. Has there always been a ledge there? No, True Boredom said this is new. Okay, I think this is new, right? Are they starting to change things again? The upper area, yeah. Wait, yes to which? You can't just... That's not a yes or no question. Sad the Hound Eyes never made it to 2. I'm sad that so much never made it to 2. Part of the reason that I'm, I will frequently and freely criticize Half-Life 2 is because the enemy variety sucks in that game. Like, I don't hate Half-Life 2. Like, it is a good game. But the enemy variety is really, really depressing. Like, if you count numerically the amount of enemies, it's already, like, variety-wise, it's already lower. But then you also have to take into account the fact that the variety in the enemies is largely just, like, variations of the same couple types of guys. Like, fast zombies and poison zombies are still just more headcrab zombies, right? Like, it's not as enticing to me as a unique alien. What else? Combine, you know? Like, the Combine variations are not too, like, it's not like like the soldiers, the regular soldiers in Half-Life, right? Like grunts. It's not like they're that different, right? You've got gas mask ones, you've got the shotgunners, and you've got the regular commander guys. I am being silly right now. It just gave me all my health back. Wait, no, what the hell happened? This is not where I'm supposed to be. This is not where I'm supposed to be. There we go. Oops. Anyway. Ran out of lives, I did. Well, I cheated and I got all my health back. Oops. I'll probably die anyways. I don't remember what I was saying before. Yeah, oh yeah, Half-Life 2 enemy variety. Yeah. Hey, where's the fucking... It's on the side. I have not played Half-Life recently enough. Very clearly to me. It has never been more adamant than right now. Well, this just goes. The zombies are the most variable enemies in Half-Life 2 IMO. That's what I'm saying though. Is that they're like just variations of other zombies. And that's it. Like Half-Life 1 has bull squids and hound eyes and fucking controllers, right? Which are totally unique from each other, entirely different. And then Half-Life 2, it's like, okay, you get zombie, and then you got skinny zombie, and you got bullet sponge zombie. Ooh. Like the Combine zombie. That one is from the episodes, and we're not talking about the episodes right now. Talk about Half-Life 2. You're right though. The Zombine is fun. It's like fine. It's a fun enemy. It has a grenade. It's interesting. There's also the hunters in the episodes, if we're counting the episodes. But overall, I don't know. It's kind of sad to look at the lack of enemy variety in Half-Life 2. Because that's what makes Half-Life 1 interesting to me. Is how different how many different enemies there are, and how they all interact differently, and they all have different behaviors, and that's what makes Half-Life 1 special to me. The episodes improved on it, but I mean, they still, like, because they got rid of bull squids, they brought in antlion workers, which are just bull squids mechanically, but with wings, and that's like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Sure, mechanically, it is a variant of an enemy, but it's also just another antlion, you know? It's less exciting. I think the only aliens in Half-Life 2 were headcrabs, antlions, leeches, and striders. I think you're right. I mean, striders... Here's the thing is, striders only count if you count dropships, because both of them are, like, living organism machines, right? So, like, technically they're both aliens, but also, are we really counting dropships as aliens? As enemies, even? Like, I'm not counting in Half-Life, I'm not counting the giant tentacles as enemies for variety, right? Even though they are technically enemies that you, like, encounter in the game that provide variety, like, they're not enemies. They're, like, environmental hazards at best, right? This is new. You're not supposed to be here. I'm just gonna, like, not engage with this room. Hang on. Woo! Oh fuck! Oh, what? I got gibbed. I got stuck in a wall. I'm in. Why do I have this? Why do I have this? Oh god! I'm not supposed to have that. I keep clicking on the chapter selection. That's what's happening. Oof. See a big alien. Yeah, the ichthyosaur is like there, but it's not an enemy. It is a cinematic. And that's even like more mean, because then it's like, yeah, by the way, this thing still exists. You don't get to see it. Ow! I didn't think I was in swiping. I didn't think I was in swiping range. You like half tuned in while you work. Half-Life 1 sounds are just comedic to you. Half-Life 1 sounds are like slapstick perfection. I love Half-Life 1 sound design so much. It's so funny, and I love it. And it's my best friend. Reinstalled Half-Life 1 because you've been thinking about it again? Shame on you for ever having it uninstalled in the first place. Half-Life 1 is one of those never uninstall games for me. I don't necessarily play it enough to justify never uninstalling it, but it never leaves the hard drive. Hey, they made this room worse. Fuck you. Alright, okay, let's unload on this thing, let's go! Oh, wait. There we go. Wow, I decimated this room. Whoa, I think that alarm's new. That alarm is absolutely new. Whoa! Hey, actually good addition. Actually good addition, because it gives you an audio cue to let you know when it's frozen and when it's not. Half-Life 1 needed that. I'm not gonna bother going in the side room this time. I just keep, like, losing health. Is Mmod? Yes, it is. It's in the title. Yeah, it's my first time playing. See how fast I can shoot? Where is this other... There's another bull squid around here somewhere. Alright. Everybody go up. Yeah, I need the animation to end. Ah! Oh, barely made it. Okay. Oh, I didn't reset the fucking thing. Hang on. We gotta... this is a problem. Shit. I didn't change the conveyor. I feel like you don't have to do this in... Oh, you totally do. So here's the thing. The reason I didn't shift the conveyor direction is because every time I've ever played Half-Life, I have just assumed you didn't have to, and I was doing it out of muscle memory. And so this one time, I was like, oh, I'm just not gonna bother this time. Turns out I should have bothered. Either that or I'm playing on this is medium difficulty. What happened? No, it's not. How did that headcrab die to 2 shots? What's going on? Oh my god, they added fucking bombs to this? I'm getting my wish. The new additions are back. Kinda mean, though. You have to do that part in Black Mesa. I'm definitely not thinking of the Black Mesa part. This specific section of Half-Life is the most iconic part of the game in my head. Because when I was 12, I made a joke up in my head about it being where they process all the alien meat into hamburgers. And it has lived in my head ever since. Rent-free, as the kids say. Whoop. All right, let me see if I can... Hang on. Why would you do that? Oh, shit. I don't want to waste... Okay. There we go. What a jump. Ooh, what a jump. Can I make it back up from here? I cannot. I take back my what a jump. Ooh, I messed that up too. What the hell? Yeah, head crabs are going down. Maybe they're just weaker in this part because you're not supposed to have weapons. Aliens burgers don't pay rent. What does that mean, Alexa? See, that one needed the double swing. What's going on? Maybe they did add critical hits. Oh, goddamn. God, you can shoot this fucking pistol. I don't like it. Is there a mod that replaces the hazard suit computer? Yes, with the TikTok voice. Yes. That is one mod I will not be streaming. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. God, I have never been this, like... This desperate for, like, ammo in Half-Life. Not since I was a kid. Like, not even all of this is Mmod's fault. This is a lot of just, like, playing on hard mode, which is interesting. It's nice. I am re-experiencing my favorite game in an all-new way. Man. You didn't have to do that, Gabe. Gabe, you didn't have to do that! Dude, what do I even do about that? You have to shoot it from above. Hey, I survived. I survived. That's what's important. Very mean. Very mean, Mmod. Wow! I got so much momentum from that. Hey, what's up with the HP values? Anyway, we continue. Oh, fuck. That's right. I didn't save a satchel! Alright. Nice autosave, valvesoftware.com. Oh my god. I can do this. It's just gonna be a very tight squeeze. No, fuck. It's so hard. Usually what difficulties are for? Disagree. Hard disagree. I think difficulties are poorly managed in 99% of games. Don't understand why Valve put this trip mine here. Because Valve is a bunch of silly boys. And normally you're supposed to have a satchel charge, but I used it. I used it on a guy! What do I do? Clip it! Clip that shit! Clean as hell! Frame perfect, baby! Oh, these are new. That's a hell of a jump. Oh, get out of here. So many flashlights hanging around. These are not in vanilla Half-Life, I don't think. Or at the very least, the model's different. Special ethics, baby. Oh, everybody stop! Everybody stop! No, no, no. Bad dog. Okay, hang on. We have to do this like a puzzle. All right, we have to do this like a puzzle. Stop. 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 Whoop. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. All right, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. The more we kill, the better, because they deal more damage when they're in packs. Fuck me. Wait, there's 357 ammo up there. Hang on. Where'd it go? Where's the 360? I saw it. Oh, I have it. fucking clean. This is fun, man. Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay, I don't remember how to do that. So I saw... Oh, I did do it right. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I have always just hopped this fence my entire life. But yeah, you can shoot this. It turns off the electricity. Also, I had 2 health. Awesome. Oh, baby, it's alien grunt time. I've always loved this. This is another one of my favorite parts of Half-Life. Just walking into this room, you see a pod, and you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, the atmosphere is different, the sound effects are different. Like, these are weird beeps that we haven't heard. The vibe just instantly shifts, and you turn, and you see an entirely new, giant fucking alien. This is incredible. Oh, shit. Sorry, buddy. It's the way of the game. You shouldn't have broken out. Music for you is what hits it the best. There's no music playing. Speaking of, have we heard any music? A lot of the music cues have not been happening. What do you say? Oh, so are these AI generated voices, or are these like just cut voice lines? Because I've never heard these HEV. I mean, there's a lot of HEV lines that go unused, so I'm not surprised if there's any I've missed, but anyway, I'm gonna microwave these guys. Flashing warning, it's gonna turn white in a sec. Our original but unused. Interesting! Yeah, I've never been one to, like, dig. I've never been, like, a son of a bitch. I've never been a son of a bitch. I've never been one to, like, dig through, what are they called? Through, like, the cutting room floor and stuff. So I don't know about all this missing stuff all the time. I played the beginner's guide. I love the beginner's guide. I do. I haven't played it since, like, it came out. I was a young kid, but I remember loving it dearly. What the fuck? That's not supposed to happen. It's a glitch. I can make my laser fart. That soldier only spawns if you activate the button in that room. No kidding. No kidding. I don't think I hit that guy. Give me the shotgun. Is the sound wrong for anybody else? Am I crazy, or is the song only coming out of my left ear? Sound coming only out of my left ear?
No good up there. It's all sealed off. The only way out.
I'll never know the only way out. All right, well, I won't press the microwave button then. Oh, Sophie baby has failed the encounter. Did one bullet left till he died. God damn, I'm loving these HEV lines. I'm just having fun listening. All right, grab these. Circle strafe, get circle strafed, idiot! Circle strafing does nothing to hit scans, but get circle strafed, idiot! You survive a headshot or is miffed from the recoil? I survived a headshot. That happens in Half-Life. We're in hard mode. God, I'm excited to do this encounter because we get to do it in a good game. Ooh, spicy, I know. What the? Guys, hide! It's gonna blow up! I almost got fucking microwaved! Oh god, I went too fat. That is the coolest change in the entire mod.
The only way out would be to find someone with scanner access.
That was one of the single best, like, subversions of expectations I have ever had the pleasure of experiencing. Yeah, the Vortigaunt teleports in. That's new. That's not supposed to happen. The Vortigaunt teleports in and activated the microwave. That was incredible. I don't have ammo. shit. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Fuck. I didn't get the ammo. Where do I pick that up? Yeah, it's right on that guy. No, wait, it's not.
The only way out.
Oh, it's this guy! That's where I've been getting that. Okay. See, I'm killing so indiscriminately, I don't even know where I'm getting my ammo from. God, that was hilarious. That was so... And, like, the only reason it works, too, is because I knew ahead of time, hey, this is the section where the microwave is, and this is the part where there is a cage that you can open and I could hide in. Like, that only can happen because of my existing knowledge of the game. That is how you fucking subvert a player's expectations. That was awesome. That's some Undertale repeat playthrough shit. He's not gonna blow that up. That's unfortunate. I don't like the randomized binaries either. Try True Boredom. They're not my favorite. They just pitch shift the voices down. It's not great. Rewards prior knowledge, but could be neat for new players. No, it wouldn't be good for new timers because they wouldn't know that you can hide in there, and they wouldn't know what the microwave even is because they're a new player. Here we go. I choose the bull squid this time also. I chose the head crabs last time. I changed my mind. I choose the bull squid one. Wait, am I allowed to come out? Yeah, there we go. You have to wait till it opens. Yeah, nice one, idiot. How do you like getting trapped in a death room? How do you like it? Oh. I hate snarks. Fuck yeah. You know, some people insist that the snarks are good, actually. No, they're very, very good. No, they're not. Snarks can be useful, but they're not good. You dead? You didn't even know it was... Wait a minute. Oh, we can test it now. Yeah, okay, no. Worth a test. Actually, maybe they didn't notice me because I was around the corner by the time the bolt, like, because of the projectile speed. Maybe that's why they didn't notice me. I'm actually not entirely sure how detection works in Half-Life, in this case, anyway. Wow, this is different. No, it's not. This is vanilla. I'm silly. I think. Wait, I'm... Ugh. The thing about these, like, remix mods is, like, you're like, oh, yeah, this is different, and then you go play the original. It's like, no, it wasn't. It's like playing Ocarina of Time Master Quest. The, those spider babies, I don't remember what they're called. Goma's kids, whatever the fuck they are, in the Deku Tree. I was, like, certain for years that those were a Master Quest only thing. Nope. Nope, I'm just wrong. I'm just silly. Alright. Let's do this. That was a waste of a big bullet, but I had no choice. How do you open this place again? How do you... God, it's been too long. Did they change this room? I feel like there's something supposed to happen to turn on all the pods. You use them more than grenades past this point because you hate throwing grenades in this. Throwing grenades in this does suck. I agree. I've gotten used to it, but, like, I would never defend it. The grenade physics are bad. Which is weird because the grenade launcher physics are fun as hell. Hey, am I insane? Do you just blow everything up? Maybe you just blow everything up. Oh. Yeah, you do just blow everything up. Sophie baby doesn't remember her favorite game. Fake gamer, fake Half-Life fan, doesn't remember the set pieces. Oh god. Oh dear god. Look down on lasers. alive? The other guy alive? Yep! Oh, my IQ! That was the think part of run, think, shoot, live. It's not often you get to use trip mines in an effective way in Half-Life, but when you do, oh, so good. Oh. Okay. Whew. Missing the alt fire on the shotgun is like, your life flashes before your eyes. There is way more trip mines in here than in vanilla. Like, way more. Okay, we're back here. Oh, I know why they are here. I have to clear them out now. I just realized it's to make escorting the scientists back harder. I get it. I get it. That one was mine. The saw blade machine. Ah, yes, the surgery machine. The Black Mesa fucked up surgery machine. I love it. I love it's some Fallout shit. I love it so much. God, I really set myself back with wherever I jumped out of. Oh, that's an wait, is that a Dark Souls ass shortcut door there? The Black Mesa can opener. All right, let's try that again. Well, I don't have any explosives. I don't need them. These are weak-ass boxes. We're good. Is this new? I don't remember this room. What's happening? I don't remember this room. I think they made it up. Half-Life has better shortcuts than average than all Dark Souls games. False. Explicitly false. Sorry. Half-Life shortcuts are like, hey, here's a shortcut, you have no reason to ever go back. Hey, remember that area you just had a really tough time getting through? By the way, the door was right here the whole time, you just couldn't open it. That's what Half-Life does. Baby crabs, no! Get rid of the baby crabs! Half-Life shortcuts are cool in the fact that you are capable of going back to, like, the early parts of the game, but they are also, not good. Because they're not, like, actually shortcuts. They don't shorten any cuts. The cuts are the same length as always. What am I getting involved for? I'm just gonna wait. Good job, bud. Oh. Unnecessarily violent. Oh, dude can't even take out a zombie? Dude, you can't even take out a zombie. You're nothing! What the hell? Damn, I'm glad that they're changing situations again. Like, I really, really was, like, missing the adjusted level designs, and they're back, and I'm really, really happy about it. Oh, shit! Oh! Oh, God! I almost got blown up by that.
Don't let it overcharge.
Trying a Dark Souls mod to revisit the game. There's not a lot of mods for Dark Souls that actually, like, are improvements or quality of life changes. Dark Souls mods are pretty universally, different experiences, like alternate experiences. I personally, I really like Dark Souls, the first Dark Souls level design. I found it to be very cohesive after playing it. So when the first time I played Dark Souls, this is not a unique situation. Many people can attest to the same thing that happened to them. I played the game, I booted up, I walked into the skeleton graveyard, and I died very quickly. And then I stopped playing Dark Souls. Then a friend of mine got Dark Souls 3 when it came out. He was a huge Dark Souls fan, and was like, hey, you should play it with me. Hey, there's our music. He's like, hey, you should play Dark Souls with me. And I was like, okay. And I played Dark Souls 3, and I fell absolutely in love with it. I love Dark Souls 3. It's my favorite Souls game, still. And I went back and I visited Dark Souls 1. And Dark Souls 3 is very linear, which is why it was more accessible. I still think Dark Souls 3 is, like, the most accessible Souls game. And, probably, like, it's probably, I think, the game that, like, most people should, like, start with in the Souls series if they're having trouble getting into it. Because here's the thing. Dark Souls 3, narratively, is at its most impactful as the last game in the Souls series, but gameplay-wise, it's the best one to start with. it's kind of complicated. I think Dark Souls 3 should be your first and last Souls game, basically. I have a lot to say about Dark Souls 3 story, but honestly, I don't even need to bother. Go watch Jacob Geller's video, Dark Souls 3 is thinking of ending things, because holy shit. It is the most beautiful reading of that game I've ever seen, and has literally opened my eyes. Like, I already thought it was my favorite game in the Souls series, and now it's like, it's not even a it's not even a contest. It's so cool. Anyways. You don't like Dark Souls 3 for some reason. Dark Souls 1 has terrible rolling. Oh, yeah. So Dark Souls 1 and 2 have 8-directional rolling, which is a legitimate annoying thing. And they didn't fix it in the remaster for some reason. So, yeah, that does suck. Personally, I don't notice it anymore. And I'm pretty sensitive to, like, controls in games. The thing is, with Dark Souls, when you first start playing, the lack of omnidirectional rolling is, like, jarring. But after you've been playing for a long time, really, you learn that the most effective ways to roll in the game tend to end up also just being in the cardinal 8 directions, right? Like, you don't really... It is usually just the most optimal to roll front, backs, or to the side. So it doesn't... Since I've, like... Oh, Jesus. Since I've gotten more accustomed to the game loop, I no longer notice the 8-directional rolling. I definitely did when I first played it, though. Oh, this is... all kinds of mistakes. I like the fact that Dark Souls 1 lets you walk into the skeleton graveyard and instantly get your shit wrecked. I like it. But it is a mistake, I think. It's one of those things where if I was, like, developing the game, I probably would have been a hard defender of it if I was, like, at FromSoft and I was the one who made that decision. Or even if I wasn't, if I was just on the team and we were talking if we should keep it or not, I would probably have defended it at the time of development. And in hindsight, I can say, yeah, it was a mistake. Because, like, it does make the game very, it just weird to start. Like, you have a very real chance of getting just a completely inaccurate experience of Dark Souls as your first, like, thing you do. Dark Souls 3 has a sort of similar thing, except it's not optional, with the very first boss in Dark Souls 3 being one of the hardest bosses in the Souls series. Udix Gundyr fucking kicks your ass every damn time. However, I defend Dark Souls 3's choice because it is the third game in the series, and it is the last Souls game. And it was very, very, very explicitly made as the game that is the end of the series. Like, I again, go watch Jacob Geller's video. Not right now, though. I'm streaming. On Dark Souls 3 is thinking of anything. Dark Souls 3 is one of those strongest meta commentaries on, like, IP milking that I have ever seen. It's nuts. Anyways, you never struggled against him. It's weird. You think it's because you're a shield barbarian user. That'll probably do it. Yeah, no, Udix Gundyr is, like, pretty hard. He's not that bad on, like, after you've played all of Dark Souls 3, but that's because Dark Souls 3 has some really fucking hard bosses. Also some incredible bosses, by the way. And by the time you've beaten Dark Souls 3, you have to be good enough where Udix Gundyr is no longer that big of a deal. Like, if you can beat Pontiff Sullivan, yeah, Udix Gundyr is not going to be that big of a deal to you. If you can beat Udix Gundyr is not going to be a big deal to you. If you know what I'm saying. Dark Souls 3 is the best one. Dark Souls 3 is the best one. Dark Souls 3 is also my my go-to example for defending linear games. Because Dark Souls 3 is significantly more linear than any of the other Souls games, and I think its pacing is immaculate because of it. Minus a few difficulty spikes. But, like, the pacing of gameplay, not necessarily difficulty, but the pacing of gameplay is immaculate in Dark Souls 3. And that is because it's linear. Linear games aren't the only way things should be made, but linearity is extremely useful for satisfying progression. Elden Ring suffers significantly in terms of progression because Elden Ring is so open world that it is very easy to become extremely over or under leveled by accident, which is not an issue any of the other Souls games really have. Dark Souls 1 is pretty open-ended, but it is very unlikely you will run into a boss and not be physically, level-wise strong enough to beat them. It is very unlikely. You might, like, if you're not, like, extremely good at the game, which is not a bad thing, but if you're not extremely good at the game, you might want a few extra levels to help get the edge on them. But you're very rarely going to explicitly need a level up to succeed. Elden Ring is not the same. Elden Ring has a lot of situations where it's like, oh, I just need to go play more, and then I can come back. Elden Ring's power creep is insane, actually, just in general. Like, Elden Ring... the amount of damage you eventually start doing in Elden Ring is mind-boggling. Because Dark Souls games, like, the damage scaling has been pretty consistent throughout the games. Like, dealing 1,000 damage in a single attack is kind of ludicrous in terms of Souls design and balancing. And in Elden Ring, there's weapons where the weapon art just does that naturally. I cannot believe I just did that again. One more time! Well, that's embarrassing. Can you tell I'm tired? I am at the end of my rope here. I'm gonna call it soon enough here, but yeah, yeah. But yeah, Dark Souls 3 has great progression. Elden Ring's progression and pacing and balance isn't great. I like Elden Ring, don't get me wrong. Elden Ring is a lot of fun. It is one of the better Souls games. But it's not without its flaws, and that is its biggest flaw, I think. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Honestly, most of your favorite games are linear, so you don't really know. The thing is, like, linearity means that you, as a developer, can choose when your player gets stronger, how much stronger they are, and, like, you have direct control over what tools they have at their disposal, right? In an open world game, or just in a non-linear game, actually, open world isn't even necessarily non-linear. There's a lot of open world games that are just linear games with an open world coat of paint, its own can of worms. But non-linear games, it is impossible to know how strong somebody will be at a certain point, right? And so you have two options. You either keep everything in the game flat in terms of progression, or you break the non-linearity into linear chunks, which is still linearity, or you have the enemy's skills and damage and abilities scale as the player's abilities and skills and items scale. And that last one I have a huge problem with. A lot of games were doing that in the, I want to say, like, 2010s. Half-Life 2 is a very small example of this, but it's just the easiest because we're playing Half-Life and I can point it out. Half-Life 2, the ammo in that game is dynamically changed to give you ammo for whatever kind of ammo you are missing. So if you are low on pistol ammo, you're gonna find some pistol ammo. It is just how the game works. And it's good in terms of, like, you know, a consistent and fun experience for the average gamer. But it also means that you are always pretty much just good in Half-Life 2, in most cases. In Half-Life 1, right, ammo is very specifically laid out in the map. For example, the Gauss gun, which I am currently holding, is one of the strongest guns in the entire game. And its ammo is extremely rare. You barely get to use this thing in the game, but when you do get to use it, and the glue-on gun especially, then it's like, holy shit, this is insane. And that rules. I don't know. It's something you can't do with scale, like, dynamically scaling ammo. And games that scale enemy abilities in general are kind of just that times 10. For example, Fallout 4. There's a million Fallout 4 mods that remove enemy level scaling, like, explicitly. That is like the purpose of the mod, because in Fallout 4, the game basically just feels like it never shifts in difficulty ever, except for, like, badly designed boss fights occasionally. Are you guys seriously
All right. I'll wait right here.
No, you won't.
You're going to have to leave me here.
There we go. Okay, the other guy doesn't want to come. Anyways, fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, felt like and Skyrim too. There's a lot of mods that like explicitly remove the enemy scaling because when you have everything scale with the player, it's like when everybody's super no one is type deal. Because like you start the game and you're all weak. You know, you're just starting. You're the Dragonborn, but you got no powers. And then, oh, you've been playing the game for a while, and look at that, you've got all these new cool powers. You can shout and stuff. And I got a Daedric longsword, and it's so exciting. And every fight feels exactly the same because the enemies are not any different. They are scaled, you know? Like maybe for a little bit, you'll like break the scaling, and for a bit, you'll be stronger than everything else, and you'll be excited. And then it just kind of evens back out. You know, or if you have a bad build, here's a really good example too. If you have a bad build, good fucking luck. That is why, like, some games, like, you have to follow guides to like, efficiently play, like System Shock 2. If you break your build, although System Shock 2 is not dynamic, but it's a bad example. But anyways, there's some games where the dynamic scaling works, so if your build is poor, the scaling outpaces you, and now the game is too hard.
It's hell out there. It's completely under military control.
Hey, what happened to this fight in here?
From one end to the other, and I don't expect you'll meet many of our peers along
I feel
the
like
way.
there was a fight in here.
You do survive and somehow make
Like, I know Black Mesa has it, but I thought that was a riff of one that already happened, but I guess not. Huh. Now I really am being infected by Black Mesa. So this is what happens when I complain about Black Mesa so much that I have to keep replaying it so I can, like, have accurate takes. And then I play it so much that I forget what actually happens in Half-Life. I'm still right, though. What are my thoughts on anti-frustration mechanics in general? Ooh, great question. Nice. So anti-frustration mechanics. I'm gonna go ahead and just like, I define this as stuff like, for example, Celeste's, I don't remember what it's called, but basically the easy mode. Not derogatory, just, I can't remember what exactly, if it has a different name. Assist mode, that's what it was. Celeste's assist mode, Mario's giving you a P block if you die a bunch in a row. Metal Gear Solid 3 giving you a chicken hat. Stuff like that. It extremely depends on the situation. Is it Oblivion with the insane optimal use? Oblivion is an incredible Chocobo Cavalry. Oblivion is the most perfect example of what I was talking about with the pacing outscaling you. Holy shit, I forgot about Oblivion. Anyways, but yeah, when it comes to anti-frustration mechanics, it heavily depends on the specific like game and what it's doing. Like Celeste's assist mode is great. Mario's P block is fucking bad. Basically, it boils down to this. I think difficulty and overcoming difficulty is a legitimately impactful and exciting part of playing a game. I seriously love playing Dark Souls and dying to the same boss 30 times in a row, because when I finally win, it is so sweet. It's why I play games like Tarkov. It's why I play games like Rust. I like being legitimately challenged. That being said, that is not the truth for everybody. I think an assist mode needs to have a balance between the intended challenge of the game and accessibility. So, so the biggest thing I always talk about, I talk about a lot, difficulty settings in games. I have openly said that I dislike difficulty options in games. And that's not because difficulty sliders or anything are actually a problem. It's because difficulties are very frequently very poorly handled. It is not uncommon to, like, let's just say Halo, for example, right? Halo 3 on Heroic is, you know, fairly challenging, I guess. It's a little easy. Halo 3 on Legendary is stupid and not fun. Too many difficulties are balanced by raise the health of enemies, lower the damage of the player. Kingdom Hearts, I frequently talk about how critical mode is like my favorite way to play. That's because critical mode isn't like a difficulty slider. Critical mode is a different way of balancing the game. And difficulty options should theoretically be different ways of balancing the game. But also, you can't expect developers to create 4 entire different experiences for their game. That's a lot, right? That's like for easy, medium, hard, extreme, or whatever you want to say. That's like too much, right? That is a huge, huge workload. Not to mention the QA testing that would be necessary for it. Anyway, so, I'm not doing this right. I don't know why I'm doing this like I am. Anyway, I generally think that anti-frustration mechanics are really important for accessibility, and I think that they should be seriously included and legitimized, and they are like something that is good for games, but they have to be taken with the same care as the game's intended difficulty. It is, if your accessibility options or other difficulties are not made with the same care as the difficulty that you as a developer care about more, then you are wasting your time. Valve likes to add... Valve's difficulty scaling is stupid. You think it works for Left 4 Dead? I haven't played Left 4 Dead on different difficulties, so I don't know enough about it. I was never a Left 4 Deader. But, yeah, no, Valve is really bad about difficulty sliders to this day. Somebody said... Oh, yeah, Zeke said, Dark Souls difficulty always felt difficult but fair, like you learn from those deaths. Legendary difficulty in Halo is just not fun. Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, Dark Souls does not have a difficulty slider. And that means the only experience of the game is fine-tuned to be, like, properly, to be intentionally experienced by the developers. Now, developers frequently underestimate the difficulty of their games. And, you know, that's something you have to be wary of. That's why playtesting is very important. But also, the reason the Souls series works the way it does is because, like, FromSoft put so much care into their difficulty options. I'm gonna die. Like, Dark Souls 3 is the best Dark Souls to me because of its linearity for a lot of reasons, but because they nailed that progression. There are optional bosses in Dark Souls, and they are usually significantly harder than the mainline ones, but one, they're optional. Two, when you face them, even the hardest ones, it is almost like it is absurdly unlikely you will not be physically capable of taking them on. And that's like, if there was difficulty sliders, they couldn't keep that up. They would not be able to have that consistency. Or if they did, it would be an absurd workload to do. Anyways, I'm repeating myself. You get it. I'm exhausted. I'm probably gonna call it here. I've had a lot of fun. This is fun. This mod is fun. I've had a blast, gamers. I am so glad to be like properly back streaming. I know this is my second stream back, but this was like the first real stream back. I had a blast today, y'all. I really enjoyed just talking about stuff. I loved all of it. I loved all the questions y'all sent my way. If you sent me a question about game design and I didn't answer it because I missed it, I am terribly sorry. I do that a lot because I talk. If there was a question you asked and I missed it, you can send me a Curious Cat. I have the link in my Twitter and in my Discord, and I'll answer it. Goblin, you posted art. Well, let me go look at that art. Thank you. Go take a look. Oh, this is fucking awesome. Let me pull this up. This is, of course, by hold on. What's your Twitch? I get your Twitch and your Discord names confused. Hang on. Where'd you go? Goblins rule forever in chat. Also known as Goblin White Guy. This is me in a hazard suit. And you captured it. Welcome back, Sophie. Hope you enjoy your new hazard suit. You've earned it. Thank you. This looks great. You like nailed the shininess on this. Very impressive. Thank you very much. Goblin. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm like passing out. I haven't eaten enough today. Thank you so much for the fan art. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for joining me on my return. Is that the Dreamcast HEV suit? No, it doesn't have the pauldrons. But it definitely has the Dreamcast crotch guard. A little bit, or at least it looks like it with the line work. But it doesn't have the pauldron, so it's not the Dreamcast one. Anyways, thank you all so much for hanging out. I will be back, probably regular schedule. I think next stream will be Wednesday. So keep an eye out for that. Not entirely sure what we're going to be doing, but I will see you all then. We're going to shoot on a raid over to my good friend, Joy Dollop Days, who's streaming Tears of the Kingdom. If you are averse to Tears of the Kingdom spoilers, now's your time to jump ship. However, if you're not averse to those spoilers, go watch, because Tears of the Kingdom fucking rules. It's really good. I love it a lot. I've been playing it for a while, and it's really fucking good. I won't be streaming it because it's just not that... Well, at least I won't be streaming it anytime soon. Raid message. Oh god, there's so many. What kind of raid message do we want, gamers? Do we got anything? I've never been good at raid messages. That's not how you spell Dollop Days. That's not at all how you spell Dollop Days. Hang on. I spelled that wrong. There we go. Gamers. Thank you all so much. What's our raid phrase? What's our raid phrase? What's our raid phrase? Ass Blast USA. That's pretty good. That'll be like our backup if we don't have anything else. That's like a solid Half-Life ism. Oh, oh yeah, no, Goblin, you're right. How does Gordon use the health packs? Everybody, copy and paste this into Joy's chat, into Dollop's chat. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you all probably on Wednesday. Thank you all for being here on my return, and I will be back. Bye-bye.